Welcome to Hurrdat Sports Live.
They're here.
Here's Johnny.
Rogers takes the ball at the 30. He's hit and got away. Back upfield to the 35, to the 40. He's to the 45. He's to the 50, to the 45, to the 40, to the 35, to the 20, to the 10. He's all the way home. Holy moly. Man, woman, and child did that. Put him in the eye.
It's alive! It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
Oh, they don't have him yet. Look at Tommy Frazier. How many tackles can one man break?
They mostly come at night. Mostly.
Here's a hand up to Thunder, who gives it back to Mike Stokes. He's going to throw it. He's got a man. Yeah! 40. It is. Larry Cruz. 15, 10.
That's 39. He knows what scares you.
Trying to avoid the rush he does. He has a first down, bouncing off tacklers to the 45, near to the 40, near to the 35, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Oh, touchdown on the Abdullah.
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play?
Play clock at 5. Snap pulled down. Kicks in and blocked. Huskers blocked the kick.
I'm afraid.
Don't be afraid. Looking downfield as a man open downfield and shoots it too high. And it's picked off. Intercepted Malcolm Hartzog. 10 up to the 14-yard line as Malcolm Hartzog now to the 19 as he goes. And start the mashed potatoes dance. Huskers get a pick.
Oh, just some scary movie.
You like scary movies?
Got to buck up, Buttercup.
Yep.
High end over end kick, short and returnable for Williams at the 6, outside the right hash to the 10, swerves left to the 15, 20, springs to the 25, 30 on the numbers, 35, Williams down the sideline of midfield, puts it up the tackle, 30, 25, 20, Williams all the way, touchdown, Huskers! From the 12, Viola out of the gun, single back left. The snap, off play action, lobs a fade near left side of the end zone for Hunter, twisting catch, Hunter's got it, touchdown Huskers! Snap, turn, handoff, Johnson over right guard, powers, fights, grinds, touchdown Huskers!
All right, I can stay.
Whoa, we're in surround sound here.
It's almost like this is a media company.
There's a lot going on.
So can I take these off finally?
No, we still need the microphone.
I apologize in advance with Sasha here in front of me. I'll ask a lot of questions about needing permission, and it's all real.
Yeah, no, it's a...
So do I have to wear these, Sash?
Yes. The microphone
What's your name?
Sash. No, my name is Damon Benning. Fudge, Shane, that was a pretty good open.
That wasn't even good. Like this what we're on already?
Well, listen, it's Halloween. I was trying to dress up as my hero, so I'm DB.
I hope you don't think I'm going to be any better behaved because we have company.
I certainly wouldn't be under that impression.
So can I get a yes or no? Do I have to wear these now?
DB.
What?
Do you know how microphones work?
Forget it. I'm learning. It's fine. It's awful early, and I'm not in the mood. 7:04?
4. See, I made it 4 whole minutes. I was on my best behavior for our guests here at Hurrdat Sports Bar and Grill.
You got it. Oh, those look fantastic. No disrespect to anybody else. She's one of my favorites. Hi, buddy.
Who are you waving at?
Look, see? It's my fave. It's a little early, but the answer at about 9 o'clock will be yes.
Oh, I know what that is. It's bacon. He's
Sure.
baking them at night. Welcome into Hurrdat Sports Live, presented by Centrist Federal Credit Union. That's DB. I'm Ravi, Lulla here at Hurrdat Sports Bar and Grill. You can join us here until 10 a.m. Well, maybe a little 10:30. We're going to do a little extra time for the people that are here at the sports bar.
Yeah, you don't have to.
I mean, it was your idea, so you play off like you want to get out of here. You were like, "Hey, should we give the people something extra?"
Tell the truth. Tell the truth. It was, "Hey, do you need to get out a little early?" No, why? What's up? No. Well, I was thinking.
Hold on. If we're going to rewind it, you got to rewind it all the way back.
That was the first rewind.
No.
That was pre-film.
Yes, before that, though, you're like, hey, should we do a Q&A for people?
I did say that.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, well, damn the details.
So we'll if you're here, stick around. We'll do a little Q&A and a little mini film session. Won't be filmed, won't be streamed, so you can only get it here at Hurrdat Sports Bar and Grill because that's the only way we won't get in trouble for it.
What are we doing?
What do you mean?
What plays? Do we know?
The ones I texted you.
Was it over group?
Nope, it was just to you.
Oh, then I guarantee I didn't read it.
Yeah, I know. Am I on ignore now? Did I fall out of the tree of trust?
No, they need a tolerate button. Oh, King Miller. Got you.
Yeah. And then the other one you told me to from Minnesota.
It's all good.
See, we got it.
Let's go.
I try and keep you up to date, DB. I really do.
Who gets the credit with the Aquaman thing? Rico or Action Jackson?
Which one? Oh, Rico.
Well played. Big Aquaman guy.
Yeah, I don't know how I ended up as the Hulk, but that's all right. Whatever.
Yeah, me neither. Although, speaking of which, I saw Nick yesterday.
Yeah? Oh, he's a big dude.
Jeez.
Over at Next Gen?
Yes.
Yeah, he also took the Hercules shot, I think. Whichever one he gave you.
You gotta ask him. You know I'm super slow, and I ask a lot of, hey, are you sure? And he's like printing out the directions, and he's like, no, you can text me anytime. And I was like, okay.
That's a door you don't want to open, Nick.
Hey, the PBC 157 is that
not.
Yeah, I don't know. I just gonna do
just start asking. Just send them pictures of knights and be like, "Is this Sir Morlin?"
I know how to say it now.
Did he teach you?
Well, I can read.
Or you just? Do you have the readers on? Hold on. Let me do my full DB. I gotta see these. What do we got here?
It's fine. I do want to see who else is out here working. I got my binoculars ready.
Yeah, we got our brand good guys here. You know,
Well
we got some merch. Oh, I can show you here. We got our Michigan Lance shirts, our See Ya, Have a Good Day, Love You shirts.
Oh yeah, these are awesome.
Yeah, we got those. We got
See ya, have a good day, love you.
We've got just some regular Hurrdat Sports Live shirts as well.
Yeah, that.
As well as we got some lovely hats up here too. You know, got lots of stuff you can get you ready for your blackout. That's a black shirt. You can wear that tomorrow, just so you know.
Smells like food.
Well, we are cooking. We're at a restaurant.
I know. You want to get these?
Yeah, let me see if I can help you out here. I'll fix them for you.
Not a chance.
Okay.
Anything happened yesterday, or are we good?
No, yeah, there's a couple things that happened. There's a extension for a football coach. Is that a big deal?
Yes and no. No, actually, it is. It's a big deal. I mean, it's 2030, right?
2032.
What? So the incentives kick in 30?
I believe so. Yeah, that's the 2 extra years start in 30, and then I think the incentives kick in right away. The college football playoff ones. So anytime he makes the college football playoff, extra $1 million.
Yeah,
which seems fair to me.
It's not. You know, the thing I think it's whether you're fiscally savvy or you want commitment or you want to play the long game or whatever. I think it's a pretty friendly deal.
I agree.
All right, even the most staunch of, hey, there's no need to throw extra money.
They really didn't.
It's pretty performance based.
Yeah, I mean honestly what they got was they got to reset his buyout if he leaves from $5 million to $15 million, which is about as high as it is in the country. Mm-hmm. So anybody that tries to poach Rhule has to pay the University of Nebraska $15 million. And then his base salary stays the exact same. And the only time he makes more money is if he makes the college football playoff. So Nebraska got added security for no extra money unless they make a college football playoff. That sounds like a win to me.
Yeah, and the cool thing is, I think, and, you know, for the, you know, the House Rhules, and we can get into that because I knew about as much as the man on the moon going in, as you'll be able to attest to. I think the big thing was peace of mind for his family. I do. I think with his daughters and kind of what Bryant's went through and how hard I think they've worked to set this place up for the long haul. Because now I've been putting it all together about him just leaving these bird crumbs about the job, what they're doing behind the scenes, the money in the kitty, like the fiscal savvy, to wanting to bump up the collective. Like the whole time he's playing and positioning the long game, right? And I think a lot of it has to do with his daughters. You know, we talked We watched film for probably, I don't know, 20 minutes, maybe long enough for him to finish his food and not ask me if I wanted anything to eat. That's clear.
You mean before you started recording?
Yeah. Then we got to the point of kind of what he really wanted. Mm-hmm. You know, because it was kind of vague.
Because you didn't know when you went down there,
no,
right?
Like I told you, I was like, "Hey man, wish me luck." Like I don't.
Was it a phone call or text?
It was a text.
So he texts you, and he's just like, "Hey, can you be down in Lincoln tomorrow morning?"
Yeah, and then he's like, "I'll call you later with details." And that's when he called that night, and he didn't give me any more details. And I said, "And you know, like you could tell our relationship,
yeah.
right?" And I asked him, I said, "Well, why'd you call if you weren't going to tell me anything more than what's in the text?" And he goes, "Oh, I just wanted to see if you're watching Dodgers Jays."
Yes, I am.
That's kind of the relationship. Unfortunately, I was watching the Dodgers. He told a couple jokes about Julie doesn't really like baseball, but she stayed up the night before, you know, for 18 innings and how exciting it was. And so I didn't think much of it. And then I'm at practice, and he was pretty specific. You know, he's the times to be there, and he's like, "Hey, you can always come to practice too." But I don't like, you know, I want to be visible or present, but not visible. So I pulled way back this year.
With how much you like around practice and stuff?
Yeah, and it bugs me. I mean, don't get me wrong, but I think it's until people are established where I think they can be established, I don't want to be that guy, right?
Yeah.
So it's hard as a, you know, because I would have done it anyway, whether he was there or not. And now that he's there, I let that change my my vibe. So it was hard. Yeah, I know. So I'm mad at Caleb over that. But so when we talked about, he's like, "Hey, I'd like to make kind of an important announcement." You know, obviously you can read, you kind of hear it, and you know, he was really specific. He said, "Now we've got to hold it because there's just some details on the back end and." I've intimated, and I won't go into a ton of detail. This opportunity was kind of out there before. And
the extension.
And you said that, I didn't.
Okay.
And it didn't come to fruition.
Sure.
So I think he was a little gun shy, but he wanted to be prepared. So
he wanted to get across the finish line before, you know, they jumped the gun on anything.
Yeah. And so he said he would put it in the can and kind of rolled out this plan, but he wasn't afraid to kind of reference and almost look at as if he was somewhere in close proximity when we left his office that, "Hey, I've seen things like this go awry in the 11th hour before." And he's like, nudge, nudge, wink, wink, looking at Dannen. So it's like, is anything going to happen between the time I leave,
right,
and what happens? But I don't know if that was kind of. I mean, I just think when you've been here before and kind of had your legs cut out underneath you before, there was a little bit of paranoia to get to the finish line, and I thought it was interesting that the last person he wanted me to tell was you. So I know you think he likes you, but he's like, and until this thing gets signed. You know, the 11th hour makes me nervous. He said, "You better not say a goddamn word to Ravi." No, not to my credit. Did I say anything?
You did not. Now, I'm not a moron, so I kind of put the pieces together. But
well, I didn't tell you what I did until yesterday morning.
No, you didn't.
So what pieces did you put together?
Okay, well, I mean, you know, obviously, even before.
All I said was I did House Rhules.
Oh, not from you.
I was gonna say,
no.
I never said. Okay.
Listen, I'm an investigator by trade, right? So,
but you know, I'm not telling you anything.
No, you don't. It's people think you tell me a lot.
Well, I ask you sometimes.
Yeah.
Do you want to see?
Yeah.
Or do you want to know?
Yeah. Sometimes you like to arm me with the facts. Sometimes you let me just dangle out in the wind. It's okay.
Some people don't work like that. Can I just tell you something?
What's that?
Do you want to know how the line of questioning happened?
During the
podcast?
podcast?
Know how the sausage is made while you're eating the sausage? So so my man is like, he has this personal bathroom, and I'm mortified because I can't just find a simple trash can. I just want, you know me, hand washing. I want to wash my hands, and I want to throw away the paper towels, and I'm like, can't get a trash can around. There's a lot of other stuff. Not a trash can. So I'm probably 60 extra seconds longer than I normally would have been for a hand washer. So I come out and I'm going to the office and we sit down and they're kind of looking around and the guys are going to mic me up. So I sit down, we get mic'd up, and he goes, hey, just kind of want to be natural. I trust you. Why don't you drive the pod?
So you went in thinking I'm a guest on Coach Rhule's podcast.
Just taping an episode. Just taping the portion.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you get there and you're like, well, and he said this at the front end of the episode too. He goes, well, you're the podcaster. You interview me. And that was the moment you learned you were conducting the interview.
Do you know what's funny about that?
I
thought he was going to edit that out.
Yeah, you kept telling me, you're like, oh, beforehand he said, and I was like, no, that's on the pod, DB. You did. You said about 3 things yesterday.
We talked for 57 minutes. The pod was 53. And he told the guys, he's like, this is too long. We're going to have to chop it up.
Yeah, they did not chop very much up.
And I'm like, I'm asking the questions. Like, what? Like, inside, I'm like, I can't believe this dude just put me on Front Street. But I was cool because I thought he would edit it out.
Yeah, he did not. No, that's the whole thing's in there.
No, clearly.
He's taking good care of you.
Clearly. So, I mean, like, that's...
So you go in, you don't know you're conducting the interview. You don't know what it's about, right? So you go in. At what point did he tell you, hey, this is about me announcing the extension? Like, that's kind of the line of questioning I want to follow.
Before he brought me in.
Okay. But you were in Lincoln already.
Yeah, I was sitting in the chair when he said it.
So, like, right before they turned lights on.
Yeah. And there's only 4 people in there. There's me, him, and the 2 phenoms.
The techie people?
Yeah.
Their version of Austin and Rico?
Yep. And one, I don't like Suave now because you told me not to. But the one, like, I rock with on the flights all the time. Like, he's my guy.
Yeah.
But I never really knew what he did.
He's just around?
Cooler than a fan.
So he is like Austin and Rico. They're just around. We don't really know what they do.
He's always like, what's up, DB, and this, that, and the other. And so he's like micing me up, and I go, are we still going to do the hug thing, or is it not cool in here? He goes, nah, we're cool.
Dap it up.
I never knew he was. So he's their content. This, I'm telling you, he's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a pup, too. Like,
I don't know what that's like working at Hurrdat.
He can't be very old.
Bunch of 22-year-olds around there.
I'm super embarrassed. Like, because you know me, I'm just going to shoot you straight.
Yeah.
I'm looking around. I'm like, I like this guy. I don't want to work for him. Like, what is it like to work for him? And he's like, he's right here. I was like, don't worry, I'll ask you when next flight. I'll ask you.
Can you ask me later?
Yeah.
When my boss isn't looking at me?
Yeah, hold that thought. Is he really? Can you imagine with him if content?
Oh, yeah.
Like, you talk about messaging, he wants to control it all. Like, that would be very stressful.
Well,
but I got the sense he kind of just let those guys cook.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I appreciate, though, how sometimes he comes across as like this super micromanager, and other times it's like, that's what I'm paying you for. Figure it out.
Yeah, I think he wants to know everything that's going on, but it does seem like if he thinks you're good at your job, he's going to let you do your job.
Yeah.
Speaking of wanting to kind of control the message and everything, obviously that didn't go the way he wanted it to in terms of how the extension got out. I always find it super interesting because obviously you knew beforehand. Like, had you really wanted to, you could have reported that. That would have hurt the relationship, but like, you had the information. And theoretically, other people did as well, right?
Well, I think everybody knew that it was being rumored.
Yeah. And I think it's...
Not everybody, I would say.
There's a lot of people kind of in the circle and tangentially that had an idea what was happening.
Yeah.
Is that fair? I think it's really hard sometimes in sort of our positions where, like, we're not reporters, right? Like, we don't look for stories, we don't break stories, we kind of comment on stories, right? Mm-hmm. And it's a very strange dynamic because sometimes we get information that other people don't have, right? And we could very easily break that information or, try and break a story. And I do sometimes feel a conflict between what is our story to break and what isn't. Like, it's sort of a strange dynamic in the role we're in because I don't know how many people actually look at us and differentiate what we do from like what Sam does or from what Mitch does or from, I'm trying to think of more of just like a beat writer.
Evan Bland.
Evan Bland. Yeah. Like what Evan Bland does. That's a great example. Like we have very different jobs, but I think people look at us and sort of just put the whole umbrella of media people under the same thing. So I think it can be really challenging where it's like, hey, why didn't you guys tell anybody if you knew? And it's like, that's not really my job. That's not what I do.
Mm-hmm. You know who would be interesting to talk to in that regard? Would be a guy like Sipple.
Oh, because he's kind of done both.
Right? He's gone from the print, like what you'd call a true journalism.
And like a beat reporter. He started as a beat reporter for Nebraska.
To kind of the online thing. But, I mean, I struggle with it all the time. And there's been times. Sometimes it works for me. Sometimes it doesn't. You know, people wanted to know more about, you know, Coach X or, you know, why didn't you say this? And I would always say it's not my job.
Yeah.
So I don't ever want to be the guy that has kind of this role in media without having to be a journalist and then critique when people are actually doing journalism. I'm not really qualified, in my opinion, to pass judgment. So even yesterday, I'm like calling around to friends, and it's like, how am I supposed to? Oh, man, I'm going to say this out. It's like, well, how am I supposed to feel about this? Right. Tell me what you think. Let me just collect some data. And then I call another person. Hey, tell me how you feel about this. And then once I got all the information, it's like, oh, I'm cool. I think everybody just took this thing way too seriously. That's kind of how I landed the plane last night.
Yeah.
And this is after having won. And I blame Bulk Dog. He's the one that got me mad. Because he sent me we were kind of texting back and forth, and I hadn't really heard from him, so I was cool with being cut off, like, you know, because I clearly was kind of pissy with him, and he knows when I'm not really rocking with him. But then he hit me with this message. He was like, hey, you know, pretty cool, got to be in a tough spot. And I didn't say much, right, because I'm still like, did I go back to trusting or not? So I kept it brief. I was just like, yeah. But then at night, he hit me with a certain message, and I didn't know. So I went back and looked at what he was talking about. And I called the person, like, immediately.
Yeah. I
hadn't had one of those moments in probably 15 years.
Really?
And, I mean, it's about as ugly as I can be. And I ended up apologizing at the end. You know, he's like, hey, I'm sorry. I'll do this, this, and this. And I was like, hey, you know, I'm sorry too. Then it turned out to be, hey, love you, right? So somebody I'm close to. But I didn't like the vibe in terms of the stances. And then the local media and kind of how we cover this team across the state, I think it's a very fine line. This is a weird place to be. There's these components of wanting to be big city-esque and be a real, you know, not a flyover thing. Because this flyover thing, I think sometimes for people in that business really bugs people that do the business because they're good at what they do. Right? So they don't, like, there's a certain amount of respect and reverence I have for, you know, I think sometimes Sam or some of these guys, Evan, they'll look at these guys in big cities and say, oh, you know, these city slickers doing these, you know, these pieces and these. And it's like, well, we're pretty good at this too. We're really good writers. Like, I'd put Dirk Chatelain up against anybody across the country, right? So there's this level of pride, and I understand that too. And I think when but the intimacy of the job
makes it feel more small
makes
town.
You question that.
Yeah.
Right? Because there's lots of things that people know that they don't say, and people know you know. Now, we'll pick and choose when we want to get mad about it.
I'll say, and I don't know if it's right or wrong. I really don't, you know?
You know, how long you worked with me? How long did I have to hear about, you know, coaches and not saying what I...
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, it's not my business, and I don't care.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's ultimately what I would have to say.
But there's the other side of that coin too, right? Where people will tell you what they know, and you are in a position, like Caleb's Recruitment's a great example of this. People the whole time are like, he's going to Nebraska. We know he's going to Nebraska, whatever. You're in his household, and you're like, I'm a little afraid this guy's going to Iowa, right? Or Wisconsin or wherever, right? Like, that's a real thing that happened. And so you're sitting there and you go, okay, you guys are saying you know this, like you have some information because they talked to somebody's friend or whatever, and you sit there and you're like, this is unequivocally not true. right? And so that's the other part of this being sort of a small, intimate circle of people.
Yeah, I kind of low-key spiraled during that stretch, too. That was, yeah, I remember.
You know, and so, like, there's the other...
You bringing that up. That was sweet.
Didn't bring it up for that reason. But there's the other side of this where, like, you can know unequivocally what people are saying or reporting is absolutely not true.
Yeah.
And that still is being reported as such. And so that's, I think, where the conflict is between what's out there, what's rumored, what people know, what people don't know, and how we treat this job in the way that we talk about it.
Yeah.
You know, like it's a very strange dynamic, as you mentioned, between this is a really big job. Obviously, it's a big community because there's however many of us that cover this team. But then you've also got, oh, well, I talked to somebody's barber, so I know they got an extension. Like, which is a very, like, high school Texas coaching football thing to have, right? So it's this whole dynamic of...
Which actually could turn out to be true, but no, I get it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, it might be a real thing. Or like, oh, my realtor told me that they just put this house on the market. It's like, well, maybe they're just moving. I don't know. Right? Like, remember, like, there was the whole thing with Satterfield. Like, oh, his house is on the market. He must be getting fired or whatever, right? And guess what? Mark Satterfield still works here. Like, that was a whole thing that we're like, oh, we unequivocally know this because his house is on the market. He's still on staff, right? And so there's the way I kind of I weirdly think about Mike Sautter in this situation because he's a guy that often has information with kids' recruitments and things like that that he doesn't report until they're ready to report it or they give him permission to report it, right? Where it's not his news to break in that situation. And I don't know if this is or isn't with the Rhule thing, but I do think there's maybe reasons out there that it would have been important for it not to break before he wanted to. And this is me. I don't know anything because, as you mentioned, you didn't tell me anything. I put my little tinfoil hat on is how many times do we hear Rhule talk about NIL and trying to get more of a commitment money-wise and all these things, right? We talked about leverage in this situation in terms of not in a negative way, but this is an opportunity for him to try and get some of the things he feels like he needs to compete here at the highest level. So what if he was trying to get some of those things across the finish line and not necessarily the contract? And he goes, oh, no, I'm staying here. The extension is what it is. Like, that's happening eventually, but I got to get some of these other ducks in a row, whether it's NIL or whatever else that he felt like he needed to compete at the highest level, to go out and say, I don't want to sign this until those things are lined up. But if it starts getting reported it's already signed, you all of a sudden lose any bit of leverage you have in that situation.
Yeah, and I don't want to be that kind of belabor the point. I think we kind of live and we learn. I understand why. I mean, like, if I just take truth serum, like, I understand why Coach Rhule said what he said yesterday
in the presser,
and I also understand why, my buddy did what he did.
Yeah.
Right. So, like, I get, and I don't want to get in so the judgment business of that is tough.
It is. It really is.
It is, which is why I ask a lot of other people, and I see what happens. Now, here's the beautiful thing. When you look at the stability, because I'll tell you what he's going to do.
Okay.
This is what I think he's going to do.
Sure.
The whole theme this week, again, how the sausage is made, the whole blackout theme is bigger than we're just making it black, right? Like, it's not. One of the reasons everybody's in on this is because he's used this stretch not only for his staff and his family and his teammates to use this as a time of teaching where you come out of issues that are a little dark, a little hazy, a little gray, and you use it to flourish and prosper, kind of this blackout thing, right? Contrary to popular belief, not all bad guys wear, I know you're going to say are black, wear black.
No, I would never.
I know, because you have a friend. Which, by the way, are you a civilian today? Thank the Lord. You can live another day. So there's this growth opportunity for dark times.
Yeah.
He'll use his exact ups and downs and highs and lows of yesterday to motivate to use it as an example for his staff and his team. Like, he's never going to pass up the opportunity, even when he's emotional, or maybe would go back and get something, or maybe he would. I don't know. You never know, like, where his conviction is. He'll use whatever happens in the ebb and flows of he may say something like, hey, everybody's got a plan. Sometimes the plan isn't well executed, and then you're disappointed, but then it's, what do you do next? Like, he could easily use how he felt yesterday, because it was super emotional for him.
Yeah.
Right? I think he wanted it to be a big day for Viv and Leona, and in particular Bryant. And to celebrate yesterday morning, it's fine, right? It didn't go the way that everybody wanted it to, but he's going to ask himself, what's next? So that's the cool thing. The other thing is his team. I mean, would you rather – I think they had some sort of inkling about what he was saying, but until it actually happened, they don't know. You know, it's like, well, I know this is what he's saying, but such and such and such and such told me that this is what happened in Baylor, or such and such and such and such told me that this is what happened in Charlotte. And you just never know. So, man, can we just say that we got this done and everybody do what they do? I say all this to say the only thing that I think has anything to do with USC is the fact he will use this week as kind of another data point on what Saturday means. I'm telling you, he'll make this about some celebration of family, culmination of coming together, maybe things not going as smoothly as you wanted to, but hanging in there. He'll do something with this staff, because that's what he's been on. He's been on the staff all week about it.
Yeah.
Right? Like, everybody's got to kind of share these times that they're going through that are of triumph that weren't real positive moments. Right? That's why he tells the story of potentially losing Bryant, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Or, you know, Julie being in ICU for 16 days or whatever, right? And how he turned one of the worst days, arguably the worst day in his life, to the best day in his life when he celebrates Bryant's 21st birthday last week. Like, the team and the culture that he's building is thriving off of that real life stuff. Like, number one, is what I'm going through that bad?
Sure. Perspective.
And number two is, even if it is, you still have a chance, right? Whatever you think, you're probably right.
Sure.
So
yeah, if you don't think you have a chance, you're probably right.
Yeah, that's the beautiful thing. I think they're ready to roll. And I don't know, Vegas is weirding me out. Like, the line keeps coming down.
It's been bouncing a little bit. Where we're at now?
I don't know.
I'm checking right now.
I saw some 4.5s this morning.
Yeah, I've got it at
exactly.
I've got it at 4.5 now.
Yeah, it's come, which is weird. And I'm not saying the public knows, but it appears quite a bit of sharp money is coming in early. Now, we'll see where the line ends up, but I tell you who couldn't care less, and that's the football team.
Sure.
I told you, I watched 9 on 7 yesterday, or Wednesday or whatever, and it's 38 degrees, and for me, I'm old, right? if I'm coaching, it's different. Like, I couldn't care less. I've worn some stupid outfits in Lincoln, in the state championship with shorts.
Yeah.
Because somebody I know told me about deodorant, which
got put on the legs.
Yeah, neither here nor there. And I'm watching these guys and the fitting and how you want to run coverage. And I finally talked to Caleb last night. He, like, this is my kid, right? We're super close. All he said was House Rhules fire emoji. Can you call me? Like, I just saw you the other day. We didn't talk. You waved from afar. I said I would wait for you. I never saw you. I hadn't talked to you in 2 days. You text my wife like it's going out of style. Can you call me?
He comes to the house, leaves, drops something off, drives away.
I told you that story.
You told it on there.
Oh. Yeah, sometimes I just feel like we're talking. Yeah, dude drops a sweatshirt off with a stain over the railing and doesn't come in the house. I'm like, are we better than that? But I asked him, about. So I called. Yeah. I was like, are we really doing this? I know you got to go to bed. It's 9:50. We were just talking about coverages and passing it off and fitting in the run game and what SC likes to do. And I'm telling you, with the Michael Rose Ivies in the world and talking and the breakdowns, like, they're accurate. Like, if you kind of want to get a good sense of if guys that are coaching and playing see the same things that we're telling you, he's like, look, man, you're going to get a ton of screens, 10 to 15. You got to split the RPO. You got to take away the inside zone. You got to at least stop the run. Everything looks the same. You got to play count. I'm like, oh, man, at least I know you know, right? And they're smarter than we are.
Yeah.
Well, he's not, but you think
the coaches.
It's just a relief to know, like, when it comes to preparation and whether they're distracted or they're not distracted, like the game plan.
Yeah, they're on
It looks good. Now, listen, you got to play.
Got to execute it.
But it won't be because they don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it was beautiful. I'm like, well, hey, how
that gives you some level of comfort, right? Maybe comfort's not the right word, but
yeah. So, but there's this thing.
Yeah.
That happens. It's called actually playing.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Right. So, am I gonna wet the bed when I see a 2x2 and a split, and a guy's got a condensed split, and he's got to come down, and it looks like RPO? Am I gonna fall back on my training? Stop the run first. Make them throw it out to you. Stop the run first. Make them throw it out to you. Or will you take the cheese? Oh, man, he's going to throw this little RPO, man. Let me sit on it.
Cheat it.
And he hands it off, and it goes for 7, right?
Yeah.
So you can know.
You still got to do it.
You still got to do it.
You give yourself a chance, though.
You still got to do it. But it won't be about their physicality. And I want to come back. I want to ask you something.
Yeah.
About if Nebraska wins and you could make a guy play well, who is it? You ham-hawed around yesterday.
I'm always ham-hawing around.
Tough hang.
There's my guy.
Tough hang. They're like, really? Where's the food?
Coming up next here on Hurrdat Sports Live at 7:45, we're going to talk to Tim CLEMENGER, head football coach at Papillion-La Vista South.
TC.
Coming up at 8 o'clock, we've got everybody's favorite Tim VERGHESE from inside Nebraska. At 9, we've got Mike Sautter. He'll be live here at Hurrdat Sports Bar and Grill. And then
is he?
we may talk to
you think he'll eat?
I don't know. He'll probably eat before he gets here.
Yeah.
And then maybe at the end of the show, we'll talk to one of everybody's favorites, the Afro Thunder himself. Kenny Bell will join us. Not you. You got mini Afro Thunder.
Hey, were you the one that ordered the purple? You ordered the grape drink? I know. Wait till you hear my process.
I was going to say, wait till he tells you why. Almost. That's DB. I'm Ravi Lulla. It's Hurrdat Sports Live.
Fall into fearless savings this October at Edwards Nissan with upfront deals you can point to. Lease the 2025 Nissan Sentra SV starting at $249 a month for 36 months with $0 down. Sleek design, smart tech, and incredible efficiency. It pays to make the drive to Edwards Nissan.
DBK, got to give a shout out to Kelsey Fiend, Lexi, you got to, and the Stivvy Slide, you got to go with Stiverins.
I mean, Jordan Larson, of course, classic. Nicklin Hames, great setter.
Great call there.
Appreciate it. Otherwise, yeah, I'm kind of new to Husker volleyball. She's teaching me a lot.
Yeah.
So I'd have to say Lexi Rodriguez, she was a stud here. And then shout out to Merritt Beeson, the captain last year.
Absolutely. Great calls, guys. All right.
Three rules. Number one, take care of somebody, compensate them for what you believe they're worth before you have to. So that's why you're proactive. Number two, when you have what you think is a great coach, you have two obligations. Number one is to compensate them at what is the market for your expectations for where the program should be. And then number two, put them in a position to succeed. The money's there any place, but not every place can you be in a position to succeed. You know, his desire is the same as my desire. Let's compete for and ultimately win a national championship again. How do we make sure this place can be that, while making sure he's compensated at the market of what the expectations for our competitive success should be.
You're listening to Hurrdat Sports Live. It's the Friday Coaches Corner.
This is a process that we're going through. And although we're looking for the winning edge, shortcuts aren't one of them.
Hello? This is what the greatest thing about sports is. You play to win the game.
Can you believe they called that play?
I formation, quick 141.
94. Fullback banana, hot right.
Round left, wide, nasty, 16 lead pass.
Just what were those coaches thinking?
They are who we thought they were. We let them off the hook.
On the Friday Coaches Corner.
Hey, the spot! He's up here, sir.
You misplaced the line of scrimmage, you bunch of dummies.
It's the Friday Coaches Corner.
Welcome back, Hurrdat Sports Live, presented by Central Federal Credit Union. That's DB. I'm Ravi Lulla here at Hurrdat Sports Bar and Grill. We are joined now by Tim CLEMENGER, the head football coach for Papillion-La Vista South. Coach, how we doing this morning?
What's up, guys? Doing good. How are you?
Oh, Coach Clem, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing all right. This technology working, everything good on your guys' end?
Yeah, this kind of in your wheelhouse, though, right? Sometimes we get these coaches, and it's like, wait, I have to do what? And we're gonna be. And he may be the first one that's ever. Shane, is he the first one that's ever taken advantage of the stream? Oh, you can't talk. Never mind. We're not asking Shane. I'm pretty. Like,
yeah, he is.
Clem's see, and you understand a ton, man. You want schemes and PowerPoints and technology. This your guy, right?
You know what I want to know, Coach? So I know you've
got such good hair.
No, he does have good hair. I know you've got you've got Grant Beckenhauer and you got the Beckenhauer kids, and I just want to know how
guys. I'm getting real bad. I'm getting a real bad signal. Let me try to find somewhere else. Sorry,
maybe picking up here.
Okay, that's all right. We'll go on the move with you.
Can you hear?
Can you go down the hall?
Oh, it's actually not too bad. Is it choppy on your end?
It was real bad. All right, this is better.
All right, here we go.
Coach,
go ahead. You can get the.
All right, go ahead. All right.
I was just going to ask you. You got that nice football player, Grant Beckenhauer. I just want to know how you deal with his dad. That guy's a handful.
Did you used to coach him or with him?
No, so he was an older class at NCC, so I've known Scott forever, but that was just a little joke there. I don't think he can hear us still.
Coach, can you hear us okay?
Honestly, you're breaking up again. I can't hear anything. I'm going to take it outside if you guys are okay with that. Sorry about that.
Yeah. We're cool. We're totally cool with that. I didn't know you knew Scott.
Oh yeah, he's an NCC alum.
You good, Coach?
I'm getting there. I'm just going to go outside. We might run into some of the student body here. You're live on Hurrdat Sports.
He's just rolling with it. Man.
we have an awesome school, but there are definitely a couple of dead spots. All right, so I'm outside. What's up, buddy?
Oh,
so we should be good. All right, fire away. What do you got?
I was just giving. I've known Scott Beckenhauer for a long time, so I was just giving you a hard time that he must be the pastor there must be a handful to deal with his son at quarterback.
No, he is awesome. No, he's a huge supporter, and what's really cool is he really gets sports. Some people in that vocation don't necessarily. I don't know. It's not really their thing, but basketball. He's super competitive, which is really cool.
Yeah, don't challenge him to a game of hoops. He will tear everybody up.
Oh, he's ultra competitive, which is awesome.
Coach, I think it's pretty cool. I think sometimes people think, staffs just flow and they fit, and you kind of take the best available. But it has to be pretty cool. You've had some additions to your staff, obviously. Really good defensive minds. You're a good defensive mind yourself. You've got to coexist with one another. Like, your culture can embrace and take that, man. You got to be pretty proud of where you guys are, and the staff additions and how you've made it work so quickly. Not a lot of people can pull that off.
Yeah, I mean, everything starts with your staff. I really do believe that it's super important. Trying to get as many guys in the building is something that is really important to get them around the kids and stuff, and to connect, practice plan, all that stuff. But we've been just every year. We have really good staffs every year, but they just keep getting better and better every year. And this year, we're able to add Coach Pete. He brings a wealth of not just knowledge, but experience and stories, and he's just been awesome. And scheme wise, he's really helped out as well. So we're just very, very fortunate to have all these guys.
Coach, before we look ahead to your playoff matchup, I kind of want to look back at the season you've had. Obviously, had a terrific season, going 8-1. At what point did you have an idea that, like, hey, this might be a pretty special group? You've had an incredible season.
7-on-7.
Yeah, no, thanks. Yeah, 7-on-7 is what it is. But I talked to probably last time I talked to Damon, and I don't know. You put a little stock into that, but the kids, I don't know, they did well in that tournament. So I don't know. That might have been a little blip, and then I think probably a big one was just week 3 against Millard North, and just the fact that our kids on offense, defense, special teams just really put it together in a very dominant way, and against a pretty good team. So that might have been the first really big aha for us.
Yeah, I'm going to say I didn't particularly enjoy that one that much, Coach, as a North grad. But no, it was an incredible performance.
We appreciate it.
So you kind of get a personality of your team, and there's no real time frame on when you know it. When did you feel like you had a pretty competitive team? I think that might be the most underappreciated quality you guys have, because you can't always see it. It seems like a real competitive group.
Yeah, so a lot of teams will do preseason camps, and last couple of years we've gone down to University of Nebraska's team camp right early June. And it was us, Creighton Prep, Elkhorn South, Columbus, Lakeview, a couple other schools, and it's a really good team camp. And, you do some scrimmaging, you do some 11-on-11 stuff, and I think it was there. Our kids, we didn't really have to, really get them fired up too much. They did it on their own, and they wanted, every piece of prep and Elkhorn South, and they're fired up. So right then and there, it was a little bit, hey, these guys are a little different this year, I think.
Coach, as you look ahead to tonight's game against Lincoln North Star, how do you like where your team's at, not just from a physical standpoint, but mentally prepared to head into the playoffs?
We've had a good week of practice. I don't think we're overlooking these guys at all. At the same time, I think we have a good confidence. It's always finding that balance. You don't want them too, too overconfident and looking ahead. At the same time, you don't want them to play scared. So I think we've had the word of the week for the captains. Every week they pick the word of the week, and they picked business this week. So they want to handle their business, and they've taken a business-like approach to this thing where we just got to show up, get it done. They're a good team, and we're going to have to play well for 4 quarters to have success.
Coach, I'd be remiss. I got to give you an opportunity to talk about your administrative staff. I've talked about them for years. A lot of good people over there that I know. That I think sometimes we underestimate the missing component of administration support, and how it has to run hand in hand with athletics. Man, how good has it been with your admin team over there with the Titans?
I always tell people that for our sport, if the head principal, if the AD, and if the head football coach are on the same page and pushing in the same direction, then you have a shot. You have a shot to improve every year, and I think that's all we're looking to do. That's all we're asking, and I think if any one of those pieces breaks down, and or if there's some tension or something there, then I don't know if you're going to reach as high level as you can. So that's what we're always going for. We're trying to, all three of us, be on the same page and try to get better every year.
Mm-hmm. Coach, from the beginning of the year to now, where is the place on your team that you've seen the most growth?
It's a good question. Most growth, I'd say, I mean, there's a bunch, but I'd say at our corner spot, going into the season, we didn't necessarily know what we had. We graduated 2 kids who wouldn't played college football. So the kids that were coming in, sort of some question marks, and they played really, really well. I'd say another area, obviously running back, losing one of the best backs in the state early in the season, week 4. And you just never know. You never know who's going to step in or how they're going to do. And the kids that have stepped in have done a really good job.
Coach, I'll get you out of here on this. When you guys can play a couple of different styles, when you're playing well, what does it look like for you?
Yeah. Offensively, it's completing passes. Our completion percentage is off the charts. We play 2 quarterbacks, and both their completion percentages are ridiculous. We're very fortunate there. So mixing the run and the pass. These are cliche answers, but like playing good defense and stopping the run, not allowing explosive plays. And then our special teams, we've had probably the best year that we've had special teams wise. Kids are they're completely bought in. They're playing hard, and we try to literally gain advantage in the special team area. And we try to get explosive plays and put people on their heels, special teams wise. So, as a coach, there's been times this year it's been pretty fun. You just sort of sit back and you just sort of watch it happen, and the kids are out there making plays, and it's pretty fun.
That is Coach Tim Clemenger of Papillion-La Vista South. Coach, best of luck tonight and throughout the playoffs, and I'm sure we'll talk again soon.
Looking good,
all
Coach.
Right.
Best
Appreciate it. Yep, let's get all these kids into school on time. Some of them are straggling in.
You got to start wrangling them up, man. Send them to class. Let's go.
All right, Coach.
All right. Thanks, guys. Yep.
That is Tim Clemenger, head football coach at Papillion South.
That is exactly his personality.
That is the first time I think we've got a live shot of a school hallway during that segment.
Yeah.
It did kind of look like Hurrdat Sports Live Blair Witch Project for a second there with kind of the shaky cam, but we're all right.
Yeah, he's big into technology. I'm glad he stayed with it.
I appreciate that. No, we appreciate Coach joining us for that as well. We also appreciate everybody that's been out here to join us as well. We've got our friends at Omaha Steaks out here. This is for you. We got our friends from Omaha Steaks out here. They've got a great prize pack worth over $200 that you can come register to win. Have to be present to win that as well. And then Hurrdat Sports will also be with Omaha Steaks tomorrow at their tailgate, part of the Team Jack Foundation and Omaha Steaks get together before the game. Make sure you come out, hang out with us, hang out with the crew from Omaha Steaks and from Team Jack Foundation. But first and foremost, get down here, try and win you a prize pack from Omaha Steaks. I don't think DB's eligible to win, but I'm sure he's going to try get some free meat out of
meat,
this.
Right? Action Jackson Hunter has a comment in the stream for you. He would be shocked to know what you came over here and told us.
He says, not sure how many of you guys care about 8-man football. I famously do. Very real football. But Lee School Board,
a couple of segments you had.
But Lee School Board of Directors voted last night to end the sports co-op they had with Clarkson. Yeah, we were talking about that before the show with Austin here.
Before he even said good morning.
And we were like, hey, Austin, Shane's playing the music. We got to go. I know you're a small town ball guy, but we gotta get this going.
Just good to see you here, man, in the morning. Who knows?
You never know where he's swerving.
Yeah, what pillow his head was going to be rested on.
That is.
We've got. So I asked our folks out in Nebraska City.
Oh yeah.
Yesterday about and I said defense, and I'll stay with defense here first.
Okay.
If you knew Nebraska was going to win, and you could make a guy play well that you think is integral in winning, who would you take? Listen, let me just ask this exercise.
All right.
What position group do you think led the voting?
Defensive line.
Incorrect.
Really?
What position group do you think led the voting?
Well, I've only got 2 left. Linebackers.
Incorrect. Multiple votes for Sierra Wright.
Okay.
Multiple votes for Deshaun Singleton.
I can definitely see the argument for both those guys.
Next, do you know who was the next closest?
Ooh, Riley Van Poppel.
He was the only defensive line vote.
Yeah, that's not where I was going to go.
Javen Wright had the next most votes.
Really?
Yep. Does that surprise you?
Yes.
If Nebraska's going to win tomorrow, who are you taking?
Williams-Nwaneri.
Pass rush or stopping the run?
Both. I think if he can effectively get to Maeva, and we've seen this every once in a while, he gets a little too vertical, doesn't keep contained the way we want him to. If he's able to do both of those things, I think we are in very, very good shape.
Dude, I seriously need that vest.
Oh, that's great. Look at that thing.
I haven't seen the red one.
That looks like a Coach Rhule special. I'm rocking that thing.
I'm not going to ask for it, but I might.
Well, it looks about the size you normally wear.
Hey, can I get that? Severe would be so mad at me. Stop asking people for their clothes.
That's Hurrdat Sports Live. We'll be right back with our guy Tim VERGHESE here at Hurrdat Sports Bar Grill.
The Kia Fall Savings Event is on at Edwards Kia. Fall into fearless savings with upfront deals on your favorite models. Lease a 2025 Kia Soul LX starting at $189 per month for 24 months with $2,000 due at signing. Style, efficiency, and a price that moves you. Smart looks, fearless savings. Or lease the 2025 Kia Carnival EX starting at $389 per month for 24 months with $2,000 due at signing. Comfort and tech made for every family adventure. Hurry, the Kia Fall Savings Event ends November 3rd at Edwards Kia.
I'd just like to. I think in moments like this, you should always start with gratitude, and I'm very, very, very grateful to Troy Dannen, to President Gold, to the board for their confidence in me, and us, our staff. Very grateful to my wife and kids who allowed me to do this job and moved here. Very grateful to the fan base. I'm very grateful to the city of Lincoln and the state of Nebraska. This has become our home, and we love it here. And most importantly, I'm grateful for our players. You know, I was at a point 3 years ago when they hired me here where I'd gone through something hard. And I know people sometimes think, well, you're well compensated for it, but I can just tell you those things can break people. And, you know, I've rediscovered my love of this game and coaching and all that with these guys that are here. And so, you know, as this process went on, I think I was really honest with you guys the first day. We've wanted to be here and we expect to be here for a long time. And we have much, much, much more to do. And we're not pleased with where we are, but we are pleased with the direction we're headed. And I think that's hopefully a message that we can send to all of the recruits, all the players, that this is the place to be. And we want to be here.
A successful financial future is built one coin at a time. Whether you're just starting out or a seasoned saver, we've got the financial resources and team of experts who will be with you every step of the way. Centris Federal Credit Union. We are where you are.
Welcome to Hurrdat Sports Live.
Welcome back, Hurrdat Sports Live, presented by Central Federal Credit Union. DB's making his way through the crowd, so I don't really know what's going to happen here. But we do have our guy, Tim VERGHESE, joining us from inside Nebraska. TV, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, how's it going? Y'all hear me okay?
Yeah, we got you here. DB will be joining us here in a second whenever he decides he wants to come back. There he is. You didn't come down and hang out with us this morning, TV?
No, I couldn't make the trip. My fault.
How we doing, bud?
Hey, not bad, not bad. How about you?
I'm good. Which one of these two people on stage is the most important this weekend? Is it Mrs. Rhule or is it Lincoln Riley? Oh, man. Are we ready for this recruiting weekend?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, should be a scene. Yeah, just kind of looking forward to. I mean, big opportunity in 27. I think. I mean, again, I know 28's a ways away, but I think people should take note of the type of talent Nebraska's gotten on campus in the 28 cycle, not just this weekend, but all season long.
Tim, so let me start there with you, because I've had a lot of people text me over the course of the week saying, hey, if Nebraska wins on Saturday with the crew they've got there, like, what is the upside of the 2027 class? Like, let's say Nebraska wins, let's say 9 games this year. I think that's a reasonable number for what's left on the season. It would be a good year. If Nebraska has that kind of momentum heading into next year, like, what's the ceiling on this 2027 class for them?
Yeah, I mean, they're in top 5 territory already, and you kind of have an opportunity to potentially finish and really push for a top 5 class. I mean, and it takes a lot of things working together. I mean, I think, again, a win on Saturday is big. Like, I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Like, again, you can have a positive, and I think Nebraska is going to be capable of having a positive recruiting weekend this weekend without winning on Saturday. But a win in that type of environment over a ranked opponent, it is just the way I put it on our board is you have an opportunity to turn some of the marginal progress the staff has made over the last 3 years into sizable gains over the next 6 months on the recruiting trail, on the field. Like, I mean, again, like, a win is obviously constant confidence booster for a lot of guys in the building, but outside the building, a lot of these recruits, like, they're waiting to see, okay, can Nebraska win these type of games? You're looking at this weekend specifically. You have a couple mutual USC Nebraska targets, including Miles Smith, the number 2 defensive lineman in the country in the 27th cycle out of Inglewood. Elijah Harmon, 4-star defensive lineman out of Inglewood. Aaron Washington, 4-star cornerback out of Mater Dei High School out there in Santa Ana. Jalen Hill, 4-star cornerback out of St. John Bosco. These are guys that Nebraska is going to have to beat USC for in their recruitment. And a win on Saturday would go a long ways in showing them that, hey, you can come play big-time football away from home, and we can still bring you back closer to home to play at UCLA, at Washington, at Oregon, at USC, however that works. But you can stay in the Big Ten, and you can still and you can go further from home, but still have an opportunity to come up, play in the West Coast, and win football games.
It's interesting. With a recruiting weekend like this and the amount of folks that we've got coming in, it's Coach Rhule's philosophy. He's an all hands on deck guy to make sure that everybody establishes relationships with everybody. How important is it, or how under the radar is it that you see guys that maybe the media and the fan base don't think, well, they're super integral in recruiting, but have really good relationships with multiple recruits across the board? Guys like EJ Barthel, or it might not be a running back, but EJ could have a really good relationship, or Coach Satterfield, where it may or may not be a tight end, but he's established a really good relationship in that area, like Murfreesboro or wherever, right, where they're not the lead guys, but they're guys that are integral. How important is the total team effort for Nebraska?
Yeah, I had this conversation with someone this week too of like, okay, Bartel is one of those where like I don't think the average fan realizes how much work he does, how much relationship building he does on the recruiting side of things. And he's a guy that's gotten some flack, and even on our board, other boards, it's been like, hey, why does this guy still have a job? It's like, do you want Trey Taylor to come here? Do you want Claude Puma to come here? Like, those guys aren't coming here without EJ Bartel's efforts. You know what I mean? Like, those guys aren't coming here if EJ Bartel isn't on staff. Like, he's the one that did the legwork for Nebraska early on to get them in the door. And then it's various members of the staff and others that have done the work to help get Nebraska over the top. But Bartel's super involved there. We're super involved in Nebraska's push into St. Louis. Has been super involved in Nebraska's push into Carolinas, which is a really big effort from the staff right now. They're trying to, kind of plant themselves and really work themselves into some of the top talent in South Carolina, North Carolina. Bartel's a huge role in that. I talked to someone this week about, hey, like Ed Foley caught a lot of flack last year. You want to recruit the state of Nebraska right now? You want to be able to keep those relationships going. Foley needs to be on staff, and he's on staff for that reason, because he does a good job of building relationships, does a good job of maintaining with everybody. Same thing with Marcus Satterfield at tight ends coach. Like, yeah, like he's a guy that, again, gets some flack because of the paycheck. If I was like, oh yeah, he's the highest paid tight ends coach. Like, again, he's got Luke Sorensen committed, who is one of the top tight ends in the country. He has Nebraska in the mix for Ahmad Hudson. Like, if you ask Ahmad Hudson about why he's considering Nebraska, among the 5 things he'll mention is Marcus Satterfield. Like, straight up the name Marcus Satterfield. Like, the development, like the first time he was on campus, he watched film Marcus Satterfield. He was like, I learned so much more about myself in that one meeting than, previous coaches, just sitting down with other coaches. Like, he's learned a lot from Marcus Satterfield, the tight ends coach. And I don't know what Satterfield, it looks like beyond this year, but, and Nebraska's, kind of setting themselves up for, hey, not really sure what beyond this year looks like, but there's a world where Marcus Satterfield is the tight ends coach here long term, and he's good at it. And and they do attract top recruits. Cooper Terwilliger, another 4-star tight end in the 27 class, loves Marcus Satterfield. So I think it's those 2 guys in particular that I don't think get their credit in what they do recruiting wise. I think Foley as well. Keith Williams, just because, again, people see director player personnel, they figure he's got his hands in a lot of different things. Every recruit talks about Keith Williams. Like, every recruit deals with Keith Williams to some extent and has to have that relationship. And Keith does a really good job. Okay, hey, like, anything can happen any coaching cycle. We need to make sure we have multiple relationships and stuff. Hey, I'm a Nebraska guy. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to make sure that's me. Like, I'm the guy that's got the relationship with all of these guys. And I think to round out this conversation, I think another one just worth mentioning is Rob Dvorak, just because I don't think he's gotten his credit as a recruiter, and specifically what he's done in the region in Kansas, in Missouri, beyond that, like what he does with his guys and his ability to keep Nebraska in the mix for guys. Like, quietly, he's kept tabs on guys and does a really good job of making sure Nebraska is well positioned to strike when a guy becomes available in his region at his position. I think Dvorak does a really good job too.
Tim, I know that a lot of the focus has been on 2027, but it seems like anecdotally, as I'm following you on Twitter and kind of the reporting you're doing, that Nebraska's gotten a little bit more aggressive to close out this 2026 class as well. What are you seeing there?
Yeah, it's just kind of trying to address needs. I mean, receivers, one that's really started to pop up. They've made some new offers. They tried to Josiah Teasley, Virginia commit. That just seems to be moving in a different direction. They just seem to be wanting something different at receiver, which is why they schedule an OV with Jasir Rogers, Penn State, former Penn State commit who OV'd to Oklahoma this past weekend, flipped to Oklahoma, not going to make it to Nebraska this weekend. as a result. And so they've just continued to extend offers. They're going to get Amari Saab on campus this weekend. He's a 3-star out of Glassboro, speedy receiver. His younger brother's a 5-star. His older brother's a safety at Alabama. So football's in that family, and Nebraska's battling Oregon, Alabama there. They just recently offered a speedy 3-star receiver named Braden Stevens out of Platte County. So that's another one. I think they're just looking for some additional speed here in this 26th class, trying to round that out. They've kept their eyes open for a 5th offensive lineman. I don't think that's ultimately going to happen unless the right one becomes available late down the stretch. Really, where you're looking at is defense. I mean, they're after a big playmaking safety. They had Tadarius Hughes on campus last week. I have a little something up on him probably later today, but Nebraska just kind of in negotiating mode there. I think part of getting the extension and getting some resources is to kind of win recruitments like that, flip a big-time 6'3" safety that's expected to be like an instant impact type player from Florida State. Nebraska's pushing there. Pushing at linebacker as well, either an edge, like a true jack guy, or an inside linebacker. They have a few offers out there. They made a new offer this week to Marcus Jennings, Pitt commit out of Detroit, Cass Tech, powerhouse program out there. They made a new offer last week out to St. Xavier's linebacker, Aiden Reeder. He's committed to Wisconsin, I believe. Wisconsin, yeah, and he's visiting Michigan this week. So Nebraska's working at linebacker, working at edge. They've kept their eyes open for D-line commit. They don't have a D-line commit yet. I'd expect them to get someone on campus here in the next few weeks. Again, they have that bye available. I think people forget that too. I think Nebraska's going to use that bye to get on the road, but they also do have that bye available to them as potentially a visit weekend if they want to use it. So they have 2 visit weekends left. They're doing their due diligence, and I mean, you guys already know, like, this coaching carousel is already crazy, about to get crazier. There's just going to be guys that become available that this staff doesn't realize, or people just don't realize are going to become available late in the cycle because the head coach they're planning to sign to is off and running for a different job.
TV, let me ask you something. Excuse me. From a depth standpoint, where do you think Nebraska feels or is at the wide receiver spot? What they think they have, what they think they will be versus what they're going to need to be. Where do you think you're at with the wide receiver room?
Yeah, I think it's been an evolved conversation. Like, going into the year, I think the expectation and idea was, okay, with Isaiah specifically and Barney, it's like, okay, well, Dane's here for this year. He's wide receiver 1, but we're really developing for next year, and then the guys around him. But I think everyone's come along a bit faster. Quinn Clark in particular is challenging for snaps now. And I think Jeremiah Jones as well. Like, that was the guy that they thought, is going to need like a true full year of just shut down development. And he's going to redshirt this year, and he hasn't seen a whole lot of action, but he's a guy that, is, I think in a different situation, if Nebraska was in maybe the ACC or the Big 12, you maybe see Jeremiah work into the rotational. Like, I just think they're a little deeper than they thought. At the same time, I think you look at what they're after. This cycle, they went out and got Nayland Scott, who's their big body. And they really haven't pursued a whole lot of big bodies outside that. Larry Miles is a true slot receiver. Whoever they're after here, Amari Saab, or if it's Braden Stevens, those guys are true like slot type guys. I think they're looking for more explosion in the room. I think they feel they lack maybe that out of the slot because behind Barney right now, it's a little unproven. It's Demetrius Bell, who is battled through injury. It's it's just kind of younger guys on the roster. Sean Singleton's little brother. So I think they just want more slot depth. They want more like kind of tiny explosive. It's a staple of a Dana Holgerson offense and Da'Keil Short's wide receiver room is these tiny explosive guys that are right around 5'9" to 6 foot. They want a little more of those guys. I think they're looking for a third, whether that's an Amari Saab, whether that's a Braden Stevens, whether that's someone else who pops up on the radar late. They want that third receiver, but I think they're really comfortable with what they have. I think at outside right now, like Isaiah, Quinn Clark coming back next year, Cortez Mills, those I think they feel really good about the outside room. I think, and part of it's health, part of it's maybe hoping Demetrius Bell would be healthy and be able to work into the rotation at points this year, but he's had setbacks and things like that. Like, whatever it is, they just don't feel comfortable with the slot depth.
If Nebraska's, is going to play the way that Coach Rhule wants them to play, who do you think they have to neutralize more out of these two, Jacoby Lane or Lucas, Anthony Lucas at the defensive end spot.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to go a different direction with that question, but that's okay. That's interesting. I would have said, okay, hold on. I would say I think it's Lucas, just because I would say I don't think the goal is to shut down. I think Notre Dame showed that's not the guy you need to shut down. You have to let one of those receivers get their game off.
I'm assuming Lemon gets his.
See, that's the thing, but I think it's the opposite. I think Nebraska tries and puts Sierra on.
Well,
him.
he will, because he plays in the slot, so we know that's
right.
Be the matchup, right? Like,
but that's what I'm saying. But like, I think that matchup is going to take. They're going to try and take Makai out of the game, where Makai's not going to get. Like, I think it's going to be more Jacoby offensively. One of those guys is going to have to get their game off. I think Nebraska would be more comfortable with letting Jacoby get his than Makai get his. And then defensively, if you can keep Lucas relatively shut down, I think you feel pretty good about your game plan along the offensive line and your ability to maybe throw the ball. Because Lucas is, I think, in my opinion, the one that's most capable of being disruptive. But I mean, there's been some stuff from others on that line. I mean, Cameron Fountains and stuff. I think there's been like,
well, they kind of all look alike. I mean,
yeah, there's been plays this year where Jakeem Stewart's far from like polished, but like just being an explosive big athlete, like he just explodes off the line and then just barrels his way into the backfield. Like, it's not doing anything special. Like, there's just going to be some of that. But I think, like, in terms of if you can eliminate Anthony Lucas, the pass rusher, I think you feel pretty good about your offensive game plan, your ability to move the ball and not get caught behind the sticks. I think if you eliminate Jacoby Lane, it's still like, okay, well, Makai Lemon still got 125 receiving yards. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I think that's the give and take. And I don't think it's about yards necessarily with those two either. It's about bottling the explosive plays. And that's where, like, again, with Lane, I think those explosives are going to be there no matter what. And I think you just kind of have to live with that and hope you're not getting beat deep when your best corner's on their best receiver, which is Lemon.
I want to get to SC secondary. I've kind of been saying all week, there's a lot of plays to be made back there, in my opinion, but it's more along attacking their corners. I think Fitzgerald is a pretty good player at safety, and Nebraska is going to have to kind of know where he is, but they do need to establish an intermediate passing game, I think. Is that done via the slot with guys like Barney, or is this a game where you think you see tight ends reemerge to kind of neutralize the play of Fitzgerald?
See, I think it's tight end personally, but I think it's going to be Dana's going to assess how they match up, because I think those linebackers can be had. I don't think Fitzgerald and some of those safety, like Kamari Ramsey, either cannot. Like, I think if you're picking a matchup, you want to pick on the linebackers and the corners and not the safeties. And so that's what I go. I think it's just, again, based on flow of the game, and that's where I'd say Barney. Like, I think this has to be a game where you manufacture touches for Barney. Like, I just think in general, he hasn't gotten enough in this offense yet, and like, I just think this feels like a Barney game. But at the same time, Lindemeyer's been a safety blanket for a reason. This is one of those games where, when you look at USC's defense too, the way they play, like, and you look at the way Dylan's played, there's going to be a couple of those. I feel like there's going to be a couple of those. Dylan's kind of running around trying to find something. He works back to Luke Lindemeyer, who's wide open and can create like a chunk 15 play. Like, there's just some of that in the way USC's defense plays, the way Lindenmeyer plays, and the way I think Dylan's going to play against USC.
Tim, as you kind of look at how you think Nebraska can win this game, in that scenario, how many touches does Emmett Johnson have?
20 plus. 22 plus.
Do you care what the distribution is between carries and catches?
No, I just think he needs to touch the ball. Yeah, I mean, for Nebraska to win, I think it needs to run through. They control the flow of the game. Emmett Johnson's getting the ball a whole lot, and like, I mean, that's why I'm saying north side of 22. I think, like, to win this game, Emmett's got to close out the game in the third and fourth quarter. Like, you got to kind of ride him in the running game or the short pass game.
Fact or fiction? Nebraska runs the ball with attempts more than USC.
Oh,
that's a good question.
I think fiction, only because I distrust. Okay, hold on. I say fiction only because, yeah, like, I'm saying fiction because I think Dana's more likely to turn this into like a pass happy contest than Lincoln is. Like Lincoln is like Lincoln majors encounter, you know, like he's going, like that's what he does. It's part of who he is. Like he's going, like again, he gets his thing, but like it's always going to be part of who he is. He's going to run that. I don't think there's a point on Saturday, even with the running back depth where it's at, where he's going to get away from that. Like there's not going to be a 3 and out from USC where they throw the ball 3 straight times, you know, like it's going to be a run mixed in. I think, but Dana, on the other hand, like I think, which is what we've seen from him and his tendencies this year, he wants to run the ball. I think they're going to pursue that balance. But if someone's going to turn this into a pass happy contest, it's going to be Dana Holgorsen, not Lincoln Riley.
So you know, kind of getting some comments from our listeners. One of the ways Nebraska can neutralize edge pressures is with edge run game. Would you pick sweeps, screens, or duo to neutralize what SC does, according to how you think Coach Holgorsen thinks? Sweeps, screens, or duo?
Oh, man. See, like, the way Coach Holgorsen thinks, I think it's screens. The way I think and the way I think, like, you know, like, I think duo gives Emmett more. Like, I think, like, gives him that, you know, like, I think that gives him some options. And I think at this point, you just kind of have to trust Emmett's vision and his ability to create positive yards. Like
I could see
duo,
tight ends just hammering on these ends with duo.
Yeah, like, especially, I mean, I think if it's, but like, well, I mean, what is, like, okay, how do we feel about some of the 6th O-line stuff now that Corcoran's playing tackle instead of?
You know, a guy to watch maybe?
Yeah.
I don't know how they want to use him. This may be kind of an Ectornock, a third tight end that's played, that's kind of can be a hammer. I know it didn't look real clean against Maryland because of the stunts, but he's a bigger bodied tight end that I think they've won a maybe not him personally, but that position doing that with lead. That might be something that they do to kind of muck this game up. Again, watching them in 9-on-7 Wednesday, I know it's a defensive drill, but it was really good. It's a really good mindset when you use good on good for offensive line versus D-line to stop the run. I think they want to be real physical Saturday night.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, this is the kind of game where you can win that just because of, I mean, like, I don't think, I would say this too. I don't think this is the game Nebraska needs to win the line of scrimmage to win the game. You know, like, I think they can, hypothetically, they could lose the line of scrimmage and win this game because of what the score could end up being. Like, if this does turn into, like I said, like a pass happy type contest. But at the same time, this is one of those games from a true culture standpoint. If you want to instill yourself and you want to be like that physical Big Ten team, this is your opportunity to do it against a team that physically does look the part against the line of scrimmage. Nebraska hasn't done that against teams that physically look the part and, you know, can push, like, can physically look like they can push them around. This week they do, but there's this, again, this just Lincoln Riley thing of, yeah, they're big, they're tough, but like, are they Big Ten tough? Are they can you drag him into deep water, and are they going to like tread water? You know, like, can they do that? I don't know yet. I don't think we see. Like, I think Notre Dame showed they can't really, but Notre Dame has the talent advantage. Nebraska, relatively, is going to be on par, if not at a talent disadvantage. It's obviously certain spots. So that's what I'm curious to see how Nebraska approaches it. How, like, obviously, I think they want to play physical. That you want to muck this up in the cold weather. That's the best chance you have at winning this. But how physical does Nebraska get? Do they double down on, okay, well, let's win the line of scrimmage? That's how they want to win the game. Because I don't think they need to win this game. But if that's how they choose to win this game, they can.
Tim, you mentioned a couple times you think that, you know, Dana Holgorsen might get kind of caught up in a pass happy type atmosphere. Is that, you know, with you mentioning there, you don't think Nebraska has to win the line of scrimmage to win the game. Is, in your mind, can Nebraska win a track meet?
If we have to see it, like, but that's where, like, we'd have to see it. I think they, like, only reason I think they can in specifically this matchup is because I trust Nebraska's offense on their defense more than I trust USC's offense on Nebraska's deep. Like, because if this does, when I say turn into a track meet, I'm talking about explosives down the field and guys have to score quick and move that. Like, this defense has done a good job of containing that, and I think they're going to be able to, again, even against his receiver room. We should preface this by saying I think Jacoby Lane and Mekhi Lemon, or at least one of those guys, are going to get theirs. I still think they're going to throw for 250 plus yards. Like, it's going to be a productive day through the air. It's not going to be, hey, then I don't think they're clearing 400 yards on Nebraska's pass defense. Like that's what I'm saying, and that's where if this does turn into a track meet in the second half, and okay, USC has to get up to 350 yards to keep up with Nebraska moving up and down the field. That's where I think Nebraska can win. It's all on paper matchups, and again, USC is more experience in track meet type games than Nebraska is, and that's another, just we'll have to see it, but it's all hypothetical. It's all of that, but like that's where in my head I'm like, I don't think Nebraska has to win the line of scrimmage. That's just the in my head battle I've played with myself all week.
Okay, so I've been asking the question, if Nebraska's going to win, and you could make a guy play well, who is it on defense? Let me flip it around. If Nebraska's going to win on offense, and it's via the offense, and you could make any player play well, who is it?
Any player within the offense play well.
Yep, and Nebraska's going to win. Who would you make? You could wave the magic wand.
Jacory Barney.
Really?
Ooh.
Walk me through it.
Again, it is part of just the I'm counting on what we've gotten from an Isaiah Hunter already. I'm counting on what we've gotten from Emmett Johnson already. I'm counting on those guys being established. Like, is that cheating? Is that cheating?
No,
to be like,
no. Listen.
I'm like,
that's fair.
Everybody. Listen,
this is what we're getting from
the
these
process.
two. Yeah, if we're getting this from these two, and then we're like Nebraska's offense is also getting a big day from Jacory Barney. And again, when I say big day from Jacory Barney, it obviously includes special teams, but like that just feels like a formula to winning where, okay, they have to account for Isaiah Hunter, they have to account for Dane Key, and Jacory Barney's also hot. You have to account for him after the slot. You got to pick your poison in a way that I think that it's going to give that USC defense that has struggled to stay consistent fits. Because again, at that point, if you're running the ball on them, you can line up in whatever you want, and just run it with Emmett too. They're accounting for Dane, they're accounting for Isaiah, they're accounting for Jacory, and they've got to account for the run game as well. That's just my personal belief of just like what unlocks this offense is the slot that can go. If I could probably say Emmett, if it's like really like you want a really, really good game out of Emmett.
Let me ask, when's the last time? I don't know. I'm glad we have help. When's the last time either Hunter or Key and Barney and Johnson have had a big game?
All at the same time?
Kelly says 0. There has to be one. No, Avery 0.
You mean two receivers and
I chuckled when he said Barney. I was like, why? But as you process through it, if you concede that Emmett will do what Emmett does,
mm-hmm.
and you get Hunter, you get Hunter
or Key.
I'm counting Hunter just because Key's been very
Lindemeyer
hasn't gotten what they
have played well.
So I was maybe when we were talking about intermediate passing, I go maybe Lindemeyer, and especially if you're counting some of that, like if you think they're going to run duo, Lindemeyer coming down on those ends would be a big deal.
That's interesting because I would not have said that. As I'm listening to you, can you imagine what RPO looks like if Barney's playing well?
Yeah.
Or not playing well, but like has impact. He would have been like last on my list too. But now I am curious to see what that would look like.
Let me ask you this though, Tim. Where does Dylan fall in that for you? Is he closer to the I know what I'm getting in the Barney or in the Hunter and Emmett Johnson category, or is he closer to the?
No, I mean like okay, that's fair. Like if I'm kind of on Dylan having a really good day, then I think I would put Dylan because I don't think he's in the we know what we have category yet. Like I'm fully on the like, hey, this gets out of hand if Dylan makes a mistake or two. Like because Nebraska needs as many offense. Plus,
about Mayava.
I agree. I mean, maybe it's true for both.
It's true for both. No, it absolutely is true for both. Like I think, yeah.
I think Mayava's going to throw you more interceptable balls.
I think if we were on the road, I would say Riola has less margin for error. This time, I actually think Mayava does.
I think people assume SC's more talented, so it's like, oh, Maava has more room for error. I think in a game like this, if the crowd is what I think it is, and Maava is Maava, and he gives you 2 or 3 interceptable balls, I bet I could convince you he has less margin for error than Raiola does.
No, I would agree on that. Like, I mean, that's part of my calculus, I think, with when we're talking about the defense too. Like,
And
hey,
I said
like
just
if
the
this turns
opposite
into,
about Underwood.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, if this turns into like that track meet type game, like that's where this Nebraska defense can bait a quarterback like Jaden Maeva into throwing you like, just whatever we wanted to say, like whatever that looks like. Just he can throw to interceptable balls, just like completely break down and not see the field well and throw it directly to a defender like last week. Like Maeva's capable of that. And I think across his career, once he's thrown one, it's like, okay, well, there's more. Like, it's more of just like, more to come. It may not throw another interception, but there's more interceptable balls coming out of his hand. Like, if we get early on, like 2-3 drives in, it's like, oh, he's thrown 1 or 2 of those balls that are like just Sierra taps it away, or like Sierra's just away from missing it. Like, it's not far off from seeing Nebraska getting to. I don't disagree there, but like, I just think it's one of those things where Nebraska's going to need as many positive drives. This is one of those games where Dana is saying, hey, we need to finish 75% of the drives. Like, actually, he's like, hey, they need to finish 75% of the drives. I think that really matters. And that's where I'm like, okay, well, Dylan can't have another dropping back, just doesn't see the defender, throws it straight to him type play.
And you're oddly specific in the scenario. So I think you have a vision in your head of how this game plays out. What ends up being more important? Yards per carry in the run game or total yards in the run game?
Yards per carry. No.
I don't see Nebraska winning that statistic, but if they run for more yards, I could see them winning the game.
Okay, that's fair. I'm on the again of the it's the calculus of the meat of like me seeing this in the second half turning into a track meet of sorts where Nebraska is able to, in that third and fourth quarter, maybe able to establish some physicality and then want to dictate tempo. Whereas with USC, again, and a pass happy type thing, USC abandons that run a little bit, where Nebraska kind of turns to that late and rides Emmett to create chunk plays late in a cold and weather environment. Again, it's banking on a lot of hypotheticals where I envision a game that
31-27 kind of game,
Think
in my opinion.
Tim, what kind of game do you think it is? Like
my scoring was 34-27 USC. So like
they're in the neighborhood. I mean, you're in the
yeah.
same neighborhood.
Yeah, I think.
But is it like, okay, like when I say 34-27, like I could see this being like 10-10 at half and then 34-27 in the second half. You know what I mean? Like,
interesting.
Yeah.
You're taking USC though?
I just kind of have this as like Nebraska's like third loss. I'm flipping my prediction from where I had their third loss being at Penn State to this one. That's just, again, on paper for me. Like I've said,
you're
trying
to get to 4. Is it like
three losses? No, I've laid out the scenario to Nebraska winning this game, but at the same time, realistically, I look at this matchup. I'm like, the Nebraska wins this game this specific way. This game has to go the specific way, but more often than not, I think USC wins this game. So I'm picking USC.
Tim Verghese, Inside Nebraska. Tim, great stuff as always. We appreciate it.
Appreciate you guys.
All right, buddy.
That is Tim Verghese from Inside Nebraska. Good stuff there. Although, I kind of don't like the prediction. That's okay.
No, I'm just.
No, I understand what you're saying.
I'm processing through the scenarios because I think tomorrow, I don't think tomorrow Nebraska's effectiveness running the football will be about yards per carry. I think it'll be about.
Yeah, I think that got the strongest reaction from you.
I'm just trying to, because I could see, I'm just envisioning how SC runs the ball and the counters and like I could see that thing going for 5.5 yards a carry at times per running back. But then I factor in some negative plays and I could see Nebraska grimeying this thing up at like 4.5 per, but more yards.
Do you have a number in your head that you want me to get to?
I think they need 145. Okay, is the number in my head. because I think they get 65, 68 snaps. I think 4.5.
Mm-hmm.
So you go 145 at 4.5 a carry. Does that get me to the total number of carries if I have to factor in sack yards? I've done this thing every which way but sideways because I look at
that's 32 rush attempts for 145 divided by 4.5.
Yeah, that's about right in my head.
Yeah.
If they get 65 snaps, I feel even better now.
Yeah.
I was pulling that. I didn't work backwards.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know.
That sounds about right, or like very plausible.
You think SC has more rushing attempts in Nebraska?
No, I don't think so. But I also think Nebraska's going to win. So if
that might be one of the sneaky telltale signs.
Yeah, I think if Nebraska wins, they probably end up rushing the ball more or having more rushing attempts.
Watch what they're doing on special teams. I think they can win special teams. And how do they neutralize SC's front?
Mm-hmm.
That's because I don't know. Are they gonna run it? Is it edge run game? Is it sweeps? Is it
edge run game? You want to kick that guy out vertical.
I prefer a body on an end, or I at least want him in conflict.
Have to make a decision.
Yeah. So if that makes sense without a marker and dry erase board.
Yeah, maybe.
I just don't want you just can't chill. Just rush the passer and play down block. Rush the passer, play it down. You has to be something other than that.
Got to keep your eyes occupied.
Yeah, I want to have to take stuff on and move.
Maybe we'll talk a little bit more about that after the show for the people that are here. Might do a little whiteboard work.
I don't know if I know enough, but we'll figure it out.
We'll figure something out. If you're on the way here, which you should be, make sure you've got your seatbelt on and make it click. When worn properly, it prevents injuries and saves lives. This is from the NDOT Highway Safety Office. We'll be right back with more Hurrdat Sports Live.
Fearless savings this October at Edwards Chevrolet with 0 down sign and drive deals waiting for you. Get $12,000 off MSRP on the 2025 Chevrolet Silverado 1 LT Crew Cab 4-wheel drive or lease for $555 a month with 0 down, strength and upfront savings. Or drive the 2025 Chevrolet Trax front-wheel drive LS, lease starting at $299 a month. Sign and drive with 0 down, smart design and modern tech that fits your lifestyle. Don't wait. Fearless October savings are happening now at Edwards Chevrolet.
Two totally different games, Robin, and I think we learned a lot in both of those. Starting with the BYU game, it showed that we can compete with anybody in the country, and the length, the athleticism, the talent that was on that roster to go out there and play the way we did, and have adversity hit us in that game, and have to find a way to finish it on a last possession to get a stop. So a lot of good learning lessons in that game. We had a long film session that next morning. We didn't finish off possessions the way we needed to, and their efficiency on second chance opportunities was almost two points per possession. So they were very efficient, and that's been the theme for our team the last few years. When we finish off possessions, we're a really good defensive basketball team. When we don't, generally it ends in a three or a layup or a foul, and that's when we get ourselves in trouble. So, Midland, I thought, the activity that we had in that game, we talked a lot about our hands getting more deflections, and we got 45, which is a high since we've been here.
Imagine your first dream home and the feeling of walking inside for the first time. With Centrist Federal Credit Union's First Time Home Buyers program, you are at the doorstep of bringing your vision to life. Welcome home. From your neighborhood mortgage experts, Centrist Federal Credit Union. We are where you are.
You're listening to Hurrdat Sports Live.
I think in moments like this, you should always start with gratitude. And I'm very, very, very grateful to Troy Dannen, to President Gold, to the board for their confidence in me and us, our staff. Very grateful to my wife and kids who allowed me to do this job and moved here. Very grateful to the fan base. I'm very grateful to the city of Lincoln, the state of Nebraska. This has become our home, and we love it here. And most importantly, I'm grateful for our players. You know, I was at a point 3 years ago when they hired me here where I'd gone through something hard. And I know people sometimes think, well, you're well compensated for it, but I can just tell you those things can break people. And, you know, I've rediscovered my love of this game and coaching and all that with these guys that are here. And so, you know, this process went on. I think I was really honest with you guys the first day. We've wanted to be here and we expect to be here for a long time. And we have much, much, much more to do. And we're not pleased with where we are, but we are pleased with the direction we're headed. And I think that's hopefully a message that we can send to all of the recruits, all the players, that this is the place to be. And we want to be here.
We're back here on Hurrdat Sports Live, presented by Centrist Federal Credit Union, reminding you it's the last day of Cybersecurity Awareness Month. Make sure you know when people are trying to get your information and be proactive to protect it. Go to centristfcu.org to learn all about cybersecurity awareness and their member protection center so you can protect your information. Federally insured by NCUA and an equal housing lender. That's Centrist Federal Credit Union. Make sure you get out here as well. You got another hour and some change, maybe a little bit longer. We might hang out a little bit if DB stops acting squirrely. And come hang out with us.
I went and got some fresh air. Did you see that?
Did you go hang out with our boys at Omaha Steaks?
I almost ate it off the thing.
Ate that right off the skewer?
And he's like, but we use the same cooking thermometer too.
Yeah?
Yeah. So what's going to happen is I'm going to stack like however many, and then I'm going to go
top it with bacon.
Yep. And then I'm going to wash it down with sausage. You think I'm kidding?
I don't at all.
Anybody that's eaten with me knows that I am not.
I know you are 100% not kidding. So coming out, you can win a prize pack worth $200 from our friends at Omaha Steaks. And you might get a little bonus Q&A content after the show as well if you're hanging around. Make sure you also come out to the Omaha Steaks tailgate that I'll be at tomorrow with my guy Kenny and some of the other crew from
I saw
Hurrdat
KB
Sports.
slide in here.
Yeah, he's right there. That's our guy. He's going to join us later, make some picks.
Oh, buddy. Hey, KB, do you know hockey? All right, we're gonna talk hockey.
He's a big hockey guy.
I know. So that's my a lot of people
rocking the Avs. Okay, I see you.
So I was at the grocery store the other day, and this gentleman, I told this quick story on air, and he was with I assume it was his mom, and he was holding the door for her, and she was moving very slow, and I said, that's pretty cool, man. Who said chivalry is dead? And he's like, oh, I appreciate that, Damon. So I knew he knew me, and I was like, oh man, I got to say something nice. He had a quarter zip Avs jersey on. I was like, I'm a closet Avs fan. I'm not just being nice. And he goes, really? And I go, oh, yeah, Sakic, Forsberg, all the way. Air dap. That's my dude.
Wait, how did you really say it, though? I like your quarter zip.
What's that? You look nice. I said it. You gave it the voice.
No, you gave it the voice the first
I did
time.
say I like your quarter zip. I didn't say how you said it.
You did the first time.
I like your quarter zip.
See, that's kind of how you said it.
It's kind of how it was.
You saying pen or pin?
Jen or Jen?
Oh, our guy left.
I know.
Wyatt left.
He was like tough hang.
Oh, that's all right. They probably had to get to school.
Amazing Daniel's here.
I know. I saw him all the way from North Carolina. He's probably traveled the farthest to
there
be
he
here.
is.
Yeah, I think he probably gets the win for this travel to be here.
It's a huge weekend, man.
Man, I'm excited.
It's exciting.
I'm
not a huge fan of the night game, but
you don't like sitting around all day though, right?
No.
That's like the play. That's like the player coaching you still, where he's like, I just get nervous energy.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Yeah,
it is absolutely. But
the atmosphere is worth it, though. I think for this one.
Yeah, yeah. I am expecting, and the windows will be open. It'll be about 38,
which is perfect for you. You love that.
Let's go. Let's go.
Kyle's gonna be up there freezing. You'll be.
So he was at practice when I got there the other day.
Yeah.
Just a regular red quarter zip, some warm-up pants, arms folded. He was cooler than a fan.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he's just tough or there's still the Northeastern in him, but coming fresh from Florida, I thought he'd have been no hat, no nothing, no gloves.
Maybe he's trying to acclimate himself, trying to like exposure therapy, get ready to go.
He's super tough-minded.
No, he seems like he's dialed. Seems like he's on it.
He's super tough-minded.
I mean,
Shane, that's a nice. How did you figure out which clip to pick out? Did Ravi tell you? Because he's kind of the boss of this thing.
He is kind of the boss.
Did he tell you what to play?
No, but
I gave him very little guidance.
Oh, really?
Yeah, not really.
You trusted him?
Yeah. Listen, as much as you think I give Shane a hard time, we work well together.
Well, welcome to the world of adulthood.
Like that, like.
Exactly.
How did you? Before we're going to talk to Julie Evans, one of our friends from Omaha Steaks, here in just a minute, but I want to talk about the Troy Dannen part of this for a second here, because I thought his presser was actually really, really interesting. Shane, do you have the 3 reasons clip from Dannen?
Yeah, let me get it here.
Because I thought this part was fascinating.
I do like Dannen.
Like, this thing resonated with me so hard, not just with the football coach part of it, but just like anybody who's ever been gainfully employed and maybe not felt appreciated by their employer. Like this, I thought like hit pretty hard.
Okay.
Go ahead, Shane.
Number 1, take care of somebody, compensate them for what you believe they're worth before you have to.
That's all I needed to know.
Number 2, when you have what you think is a great coach, you have 2 obligations. Number 1 is to compensate them at what is the market for your expectations for where the program should be. And then number 2, put them in a position to succeed. The money's there any place, but not every place can you be in a position to succeed. His desire is the same as my desire. Let's compete for and ultimately win a national championship again. How do we make sure this place can be that? While making sure he's compensated at the market of what the expectations for our competitive success should be.
I love that.
This is what you see is what you hear, right?
Yeah.
So here's the thing. I just an exhale, because all along, I mean Lance is laughing at me, but he knows, man. Sometimes I stick my neck out there, and I know it could get slit, right? Mm-hmm. But all of this whole time I've said this isn't about money. He's not asking for more money. It's not some leverage power struggle to.
And by the way, I didn't get any more money for what it's worth.
So, but I don't know that
at the time. You don't. At the time, you don't. Yes.
Right. So,
but that played out correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my initial reaction, because I'm childish, is
I knew it.
Thank you.
Nailed it.
Thank you for not getting some huge, because
they're not giving him $15 million a year. Yeah. It's like, hey, if you get to playoffs, then you get paid.
Yeah, it's like I told him sitting down, like, you want an authentic conversation. I was like, well, I'm sure you could find another DB, but I would never talk to you again, right? Because this whole time I'm like, there's no way.
Said that.
I need him to know that.
Yeah.
Because you know how I function. I'll rock with you and I'll do anything. My glass is half full. I'll support people that don't support me. I don't want to argue. I want
Good piece of
solutions,
cheese guy.
But I'd have to cut him off.
Yeah.
Because I felt like my read was good. And
you would have felt betrayed almost a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe that's too strong of a word,
No,
but that's like we're in the neighborhood, right?
Yeah.
Like it would have felt like a betrayal of what you thought the relationship was.
Yep.
For him to act a certain way and then respond.
And as I've gotten older, AJ, are you figuring those out? Because I know it's your eyesight versus mine, but just get it close and I can figure out the rest. That's what Ben does. You're just playing. See?
When I handed them back to you, I could see out of them.
No, you're horrible. Like, what is your vision?
My glasses are not cosmetic. They're corrective.
When I hand you something, you take your glasses off.
So like close up, I have to.
So we're total opposites. I can't see close to me, so I should have never.
Yeah.
You gave them back to me. It looked like.
It looked crystal clear. Like the back of the room looked crystal
It looked
clear
like when cartoonists want to draw originally, and they just like thumb through the paper.
Oh.
It's just like this. That sucked.
I could see.
So to say that, like the paying the guy before you have to, like they don't have to redo the deal.
I love that.
Like if you have business acumen and you want to pay me what I'm worth, you get a guy that thinks, okay, this is your the whole value versus worth thing. They're right here.
100%.
Like how often does that happen? And people in positions of leadership where boss employee, the value and the worth comment is in the same neighborhood.
Can I just tell you?
That's how you have peace.
My wife just took a new job. When she told her old place about the new job, they're like, oh, we can get you there. And she's like, then why am I not there?
Yeah.
And she put in her notice. I'm just saying. She's cold-blooded, but like that's how it goes down in real life too.
And she wondered why I said it. She's terrified.
I'm telling you,
Why would you say that? Well, context clues?
She did. She turns to me. She goes, why does DB think I'm terrifying? It's probably all the murder podcast, babe, if I had to guess. That's DB. I'm Ravi Lulla reminding you, hey, if you have an auto body issue, make sure you get over to our friends at Dingman's Collision Center. Dingmans.com is where you find out where their 4 great Omaha area locations are, and you can find out how they've invested in cutting-edge technology and ongoing training to make sure every repair is done safely and to the highest standard. It's Dingmans.com. Make sure you go check them out. Voted first place best of Omaha for 20 straight years. We'll be right back here on Hurrdat Sports Live.
The Drive Into Fall event is on at Edwards Ram and Jeep, Village Point, and Council Bluffs. Get $18,000 off MSRP on the 2025 Ram 1500 Bighorn 4x4 plus 3.9% APR for 72 months. Fearless fall savings with a massive inventory this October. Or upgrade to adventure with the 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo 4x4. These starting at $299 a month with 0 down. Big inventory, bigger savings. Hurry to Edwards Ram and Jeep, Village Point, and Council Bluffs.
Yeah, it just, there's so many intricacies that go into that. And I think a lot of people are talking about the revenue share model and the support that we're getting in that realm and the way things have gone. But there's just so much more that goes into it. When I just spent, a little bit of time talking about the life skills staff and all they've done. But the way that our academic support system and the way that the administration here, will give of their time and self to support every one of our recruiting efforts and everything that goes into planning for a women's basketball season. There's so many intricacies that it's really hard to kind of pinpoint all of the things that are going into the things that are helping us elevate the program.
the neighborhood, just down the street. With a wide variety of home equity products to help you create a relaxing oasis. So you can kick back and relax in comfort. Centris Federal Credit Union. We are where you are.
You're listening to Hurrdat Sports Live.
Welcome back, Hurrdat Sports Live, presented by Centris Federal Credit Union. That's DB. I'm Ravi, Lulla here at Hurrdat Sports Bar and Grill, where we are with our friends from Omaha Steaks. We've got Julie Evans with us, Chief Marketing Officer. Julie, how you doing this morning?
I'm fantastic.
Listen, that smells so good.
Breakfast of champions.
I don't know if you can see that in the shot here. Ooh, me likey.
And it's coarse. Just the way I like it.
That's why you like me, right? A little coarse?
No, you're rough.
Oh, my bad.
Semantics, right?
Synonyms.
Sign, not sign.
Yeah, I thought we were okay there. Julie, thank you so much for being here. And obviously, thanks for bringing all the goods as well. But what I wanted to talk to you guys about, I know you guys have this great relationship with the Team Jack Foundation.
We do.
We were out there, I guess like a month and a half ago now with one of your tailgates. We'll be out there again tomorrow. Just tell me about how did that relationship start? When did you get involved with Team Jack?
I think it's been a couple of years now. Kenny Bell actually, where I think he's here.
Yeah, he's right behind us. There he is.
I know that guy.
So, so he has relationships with the people on our team. And, at Omaha Steaks, giving back to the community and being involved with, important organizations, it's just part of our DNA. And so we've been working with them for about 2 years. I think we are the title sponsor of the golf tournaments. So I think because I get to do this today, I think I get a golf in the tournament next year. So I'll make sure that I'm there. But so we do that. We're having a tailgate again tomorrow. So Hurrdat Live will be there. Team Jack will be there. So you get some pictures taken. And it's just really important to us at Omaha Steaks, giving back to the community. Our fifth generation owners were recently inducted into the Omaha Chamber of Commerce Hall of Fame.
Simon's heck of a family.
Wonderful family. Our business has been around for over 100 years, serving customers and giving them, wonderful steak, bringing people together over great meals. And so, we're really proud of that. They even go as far as employees are encouraged to get involved with the community. So they get a day off every year to spend that day out working, in the community on a cause that's important to them.
One of the cool things about this job is I get to meet cool people, and I think I'm always going to try to be authentic, and kind of what you see is what you get. When I saw that it was you, and I hear the message, I'm like, she's 100% telling the truth, right? Because we were on a flight, unbeknownst.
Yeah.
I told this story. I had no idea it was you, and then I see you, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's the cookie lady.
The Omaha Steaks cookie.
Yeah. So the funny thing about it is I had to hitch a ride
to get to the game on time, and you happened to be on the flight, and you gave all these gift bags. And I said, oh my goodness, I buy the beef sticks, and I have the app, and like, well, when did you get cookies? So we're shooting the breeze. And you're talking to me about quality people and wanting to be around quality people and why you like doing what you do. So when I hear you talk about community investment and what's important to you and giving back, I have no question it is 100% authentic, because I get to meet you in a different life, and you're still the same person. Like,
that's nice.
That's
Thank you.
fantastic. That is fantastic. So
I didn't think you'd even remember me. So
it was the cookies.
Oh, that's right. You didn't remember me.
So it was two things, though. So yeah, because you said, well, I thought there were going to be so many other people on the flight. I'm like, they told me this is a 9-seater. I'm lucky to be on here. You made goodie bags for 30 people. And we're talking about the quality of people that you want around you. So this is funny, but everybody that listens to us knows this is how I arrived at it. Because you were kind and you were other-centered and you talked about good people. Do you remember what I asked you before we were getting off the plane?
I think you're going to have to remind me.
I said, hey, I know you brought extras. Can I have them? If you'd have been mean-spirited or not other-centered, I wouldn't have had the courage to say, can I take the oatmeal cookies? Nobody ever has oatmeal cookies. I was like, can I take the cookies with me? You're like, sure.
Absolutely.
I brought extras. It stuck, right? So being kind goes a long way, and you never know when people need you to be kind to them to free them up to take a chance. Like, that's the moral of the story. I would have never asked you if you wouldn't have been so engaging. These guys know. If people shut it down, I'll shut it down. If you met me more than halfway, sensational.
Oh, you're going to get more cookies. So maybe
I
some
prefer
steaks
the
too.
steak. I was gonna say
You got that.
you're speaking to his heart now, right here.
So full disclosure, that's dinner.
Yeah. Are you gonna have one? Do you want one?
I don't like to eat while I'm working.
Oh, okay.
But I'll eat it cold, as everybody in here knows.
He'll eat it cold. He'll eat it room temperature. He'll eat it 3 days from now.
That literally is dinner.
So I was I listened a little bit to the show yesterday, and I think one of you.
This guy's crazy.
Well, no, one of you said that you were getting rid of your griddle, your Blackstone.
That's me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am dirt cheap. I've got a guy that wants it. But again, full disclosure, I have 16 other cooking toys out there. So
He's got a lot going on. It's an elaborate setup.
I've got a pellet smoker. I've got a Gateway drum. I've got a Weber grill. But it's all for protein. I'm lazy, so cleaning the Blackstone drives me crazy.
Yeah, and prepping it each time. So, can I talk about the special offer we have that supports?
It's your world. I'm just living
absolutely.
it.
Jack. So, okay, so we have a special offer. For everyone. It's good through the end of November. Great for Christmas gifts. Omaha Steaks are the best Christmas gifts. But when you shop Omaha Steaks, you're going to get 16 free smash burgers. Look at these babies. They're just absolutely beautiful.
Cooked to perfection, too. I loved how he was using the temp, the probe.
Yeah, that's important. But let me tell you about these smash burgers. They are built for the grill. You don't need a griddle for these smash burgers. There's no smashing, none of that splattering of grease. And they go from your freezer to the heat to your bun in 5 minutes. It's a true story.
Why are you doing that? Are you being serious right now? All right, fine.
They're irresistible.
They look too good. After I picked it up, it looked too good.
No, not doing it. Not doing it.
Come on.
All right, finish telling us about the special.
So the smash burgers. So when you place an order at Omaha Steaks, you just go to omahasteaks.com/Team Jack, and you get 16 free smash burgers, and then 10% of the proceeds will go to Team Jack. So it's just a win-win for everyone. So
omahasteaks.com, code Team Jack.
It's like slash
Team Jack.
You get your 16 free smash burgers. So.
OmahaSteaks.com/Team Jack. Those are phenomenal, by the way. Holy cow.
Good.
Whew. We got to go to break so I can eat a bunch of this stuff. But Julie, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
It was wonderful to see you. Thank you for being a part of this, and thank you for supporting the community the way you do with organizations like Team Jack. We love people that give back and that are invested in the community that we love so much.
Hashtag kindness.
Well,
appreciate you.
To most people. I don't know about DB. We'll be back with more Hurrdat Sports Live coming up next.
The drive into fall event is on at Edwards Ram and Jeep, Village Point, and Council Bluffs. Get $18,000 off MSRP on the 2025 Ram 1500 Bighorn 4x4 plus 3.9% APR for 72 months. Fearless fall savings with a massive inventory this October. Or upgrade to adventure with the 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo 4x4. These starting at $299 a month with zero down. Big inventory, bigger savings. Hurry to Edwards Ram and Jeep, Village Point, and Council Bluffs.
Yeah, it just, there's so many intricacies that go into that. And I think a lot of people are talking about the revenue share model and the support that we're getting in that realm and the way things have gone. But there's just so much more that goes into it. When I just spent, a little bit of time talking about the life skills staff and all they've done. But the way that our academic support system and the way that the administration here, will give of their time and self to support every one of our recruiting efforts and everything that goes into planning for a women's basketball season. There's so many intricacies that it's really hard to kind of pinpoint all of the things that are going into the things that are helping us elevate the program.
We're in the neighborhood, just down the street. With a wide variety of home equity products to help you create a relaxing oasis. So you can kick back and relax in comfort. Centris Federal Credit Union. We are where you are.
Welcome to Hurrdat Sports Live.
Oh, yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
Mike Sautter.
Yeah.
Mike Sautter.
Oh, man, you're going to put me on the spot.
Mike Sautter.
Welcome back, Hurrdat Sports Live, presented by Centris Federal Credit Union. Got to remind you real quick, make sure you go talk to our friends at Big Brothers Big Sisters. It's bbbsmidlands.org to sign up to become a mentor today. It only takes 4 hours a month to make a big difference. If only people like me and Mike had mentor growing up, maybe we'd be a little bit nicer to DB. Unfortunately, that ship has sailed, but it hasn't sailed for the youth of Omaha. Make sure you get out to bbbsmidlands.org to learn more and to sign up to be a mentor. We've got the man, Mike Sautter, here. I think Mike, he doesn't have the qualms about eating on air that DB does, and apparently I don't
I had
either.
to sneak 3 pieces. This is sensational.
I didn't know it was a problem.
I forgot we're
chewing.
both friends with Severe. He's the only person that has made eating on air fashionable. You sound horrible, though. I'm just saying.
You should hear me take a Jello shot on air. Right, Austin?
First of all, you're too old for that.
We were at the CWS. We were doing a thing for Rocco's. We were doing a thing.
Too
Well,
old.
Austin's
too,
12.
Too old for Jello shots. Number one.
They're pretty good. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's pretty good.
Did you see our guy though?
Who?
Les.
Yeah, I saw Les back there.
Did you see the table though? I'm not gonna put him. Well, he's grown. He can do what he wants. Plus, he's got his brother to back him up. But do you see the 2 empty cans?
Hey, my man. There we go.
Yeah,
There
kindred
we go.
spirits. Yeah.
Dude, I knew
You
that
too?
already though.
Softies.
You didn't have any of this burger yet?
No, this burger's phenomenal.
Are you really gonna finger that bun?
I didn't touch it, but I'm about to.
If you're gonna
Come
eat
on, man.
If
You
you're
can't
go-
say that. That's Shane. Shane, cut that up. We're
If
gonna
you-
need that later.
Fast forward. If you're gonna eat it, eat it. That's a pet peeve.
I didn't touch it.
Don't
I went
do
like
the
this.
whole hovering eat thing. Like the OCD's kicking in.
So this is where the germs bother him, apparently.
Yeah. All of a sudden.
Now it's a problem if there's germs on the food.
Fudge. That's what you're about to say.
JP, how you doing, buddy?
He's just gonna start talking to other people.
That's my favorite NEB preps guy. You good?
I heard Kim heard what you said too about me during
What
the break.
I don't know what you're talking about. She yelled my name
Jacob.
like my
Hey,
mom. I was like,
Hey, Jacob.
I did. I had like PTSD to misbehaving in church, and my mom like snaps, and I'm like, oh no.
She wants you to be nice to me.
no, she doesn't. She wants me to just. It's not about you. It's about what I'm capable of. She knows I'm capable
Being
of
nice?
being better.
Yeah, be better.
It's
That's
not-
why she doesn't snap
Stop
at me and
fingering
Mike, because she
buns.
knows this.
I just think if you're gonna eat it, eat it.
She knows this is as good as me
It's
and Mike
giving
can
me
be.
the willies. That's fine, but like I'm gonna eat. You know what I mean? Like
I had to look at it.
It's pretty good.
See, that's how I know I'm not eating that. Like,
Why? There's one right here.
No, it's pretty
no, you've been hovering over that one too.
good. It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Mike, we got the state football playoffs going on.
Yeah. I got steak in my
DB,
mouth.
we've got the
That's
state football
bad.
playoffs going on. Why don't you finish
may-
chewing?
Maybe we should bring Jacob up.
Jacob, you want to talk? You just sit here and eat. Jacob can have the headset.
At least he won't go on a one school sales pitch.
We
Am I
forgot.
wrong? What?
Do you know what he?
At what point am I wrong?
Not at all.
Okay.
Well,
Where are you gonna be tonight?
I'm gonna go Shadron at Gehring first, or Shadron. Sorry, Shadron at Ashland first.
I was gonna say you're not going to Gary.
Definitely not going to Gehring. And then probably sneak by Gehring at Scott because that starts at 6. And then
So is that a 4-6 or is that a 3-6?
Mhm.
Then maybe a 7
then a
tilt.
7 and maybe an 8.
Is the doubleheader at Buell?
Yeah.
So that
no,
would be,
no, the doubleheader's at Elkhorn.
So is North Millard North at what time?
7
at Northwest.
Yeah.
Right.
So I could go from there to Pius Elkhorn North for like the second half, which starts at 8. So be there by 9 or something. I was told to do less, but I don't really think that's going to happen today.
Everybody looks to the boss. It's like you see everybody settle head tilt. They're like, Sasha, what'd you say?
She told me to not do as much.
I don't know if you know this about Mike. Sometimes when he tries to overextend, he gets a little cranky with his coworkers.
Who? Jacob?
That's funny because
Just
it's
Jacob.
100% true.
Only Jacob.
What? Only Jacob? What?
Why you
That's
mean
the
to
only
Jacob?
person-
Why you mean to Jacob?
I'm not. I'm nice to Jacob
Okay.
most of the time. He's mean to me.
Just gonna rewind. 2 weeks ago, me driving to Nebraska City. It's a 51-minute drive. You had 3/4 of the time.
You called me.
That's a lie.
I can look.
Apparently, he was stretched a little thin.
How did he end the phone call? All right, bye.
Yep. He goes, okay, which is weird. Can we talk about that for a second?
That's fine. Go.
Can we talk about that
This
for a
is
second?
shit on Mike Day. So. Sorry. Whoa. I'm sorry. I
Hey,
forgot.
kids,
It's all right. The kids are gone. I
why
think we're
is
cool.
it when you're ready to get off the phone, it's Kay, thanks, bye. But when I'm trying to get off the phone, it's you got one more thing to say. You
Because
literally almost hung up on me. You're like, all right, I got to go by. I was like,
you always cut me off. You always like, I gotta go. Or you don't answer a text because that happens all the time. I texted you last night, still haven't got a response. That was like 6 o'clock.
it's brilliant. I was a little busy yesterday.
Just saying.
Doing what?
Little
6
preoccupied.
p.m.
It's a lot of arrows I was doing. I was like, what's that?
I sent you a picture of the pork chops I made on my black stone.
I didn't think those looked great, though. I didn't
Wow.
know what to say.
See?
I didn't know what to say. I'm sorry. Jeez.
He's very upset about this.
They were good. It was good.
It did.
You're not a huge pork chops guy, though, either.
I
to
like
be
pork
fair.
chops. I'm not a do meat that's whole on a Blackstone guy. Right? Like if you want to cut it up and put it in something.
I don't cook. I don't know what
I've
you're talking
seen
about.
people like sear off steaks on a Blackstone or pork chop. I'm like, okay. You know what I mean? Like it's just not my style.
I do need to figure out what to do with the Blackstone during the winter thing. Like, how do you protect
Aren't you
it?
the master cleaner?
I'm gonna have
Talk to Shafe. Shafe is the Blackstone
Yeah, I
king.
will.
He knows what he's doing.
Talk to Jay. She's the Facebook market queen. There's like covers.
Yeah, I have a big cover.
Isn't that all you gotta do?
I have like a vinyl cover for it, but I'm just nervous about what is going on.
I'm telling you. That's got to be like 127.8. That is perfect texture.
Mm.
You're
It's
just
good.
gonna-
You should try it.
You're just gonna take it. He did. He had some bites during
Oh.
the break.
Oh.
Yeah, he was.
Guess what I'm not eating over there, though? I was going to eat
The
the
one
vine.
hamburger that I hovered my hand over didn't touch.
Do you want this one?
The one you ate?
First of all, that bite looks like Zoe. So you're older than 7. Just eat
I was
the
trying
thing.
not to make a mess.
Just eat it.
There's stuff going. We got our new shirts. I didn't want to make a mess on our new shirts.
Oh, my God.
Oh my god.
See, I'm trying to be nice. See you. Have a good day. Love
Have
you.
another vodka seltzer.
They're delicious. I prefer the tequila ones, but that's okay.
Why
probably
you
don't have those
dilute
here.
good tequila? I have no idea.
Well, I don't know that it's good tequila that they're making it with. Otherwise, they probably wouldn't put it in a can. So
Hey, shouldn't you just wear glasses instead of binoculars?
I have readers. I don't appreciate
Yeah,
that.
because
but I
you're
have
not. Because you're in your 50s or 60s. So you have readers.
Wow.
I've been trying to get DB to go to an eye doctor for some time.
Yeah,
now.
go to the eye doctor.
I have a guy that DM'd me that likes the whole running back versus vision thing, and you know what he does for a living?
Eye doctor?
Yeah, correct.
Oh, those are like fancy readers. Those aren't like what my mother-in-law has.
Yeah. No, don't look. I have a question because we actually have to have a segment.
Yeah, let's talk about high school football.
Who's the favorite in B after you saw the seedings?
No idea. Throw it out.
Throw a
Grab
dart?
it out of a hat. Like it's.
Is it 7 teams that can win it?
I've said 6 all year.
I agree.
And that's kind of how it feels.
All right, so who are we taking out of this group? Scott, yes or no?
They're in that conversation.
Bennington, yes or no?
They're in the conversation.
Waverly, yes or no?
They're definitely in the conversation.
Norris, yes or no?
Definitely in the conversation.
Gretna East, yes or no?
Definitely in the conversation.
Elkhorn North, yes or no?
In the conversation.
Seward, yes or no?
Could
Is that
be
where you draw the
sneaky.
line?
Yeah, could be sneaky.
So
Seward
6
could
and
be
a half?
sneaky. Yeah.
Okay.
I've said 6 all year, and I'm going to stand on that. Now,
So no Scotts Bluff or anybody below that.
depending on the weather or something, Scotts Bluff, I mean, Nate Kelly rushed for 30 carries last week.
Hi, Jacob.
That's Jacob's guy.
Nate Kelly reference.
Yeah. So, I mean, if they control the clock and run the ball and could keep away enough, maybe.
Okay.
And teams are banged up. Like,
Sure.
Scott's missing. Like,
Well, and they've all gone like a gauntlet of a schedule at the end
yeah,
of the year.
teams
here.
are
I mean,
really kind of hurt right now. Last week, Elkhorn North Bennington game was awesome for just the Coach Stanley stuff and all that, but it was a great game in the second half. And at halftime, Bennington rolls out with 3 dudes on crutches still in their jerseys. So like everybody's banged. Now they have like 125 kids, so like
That does help.
You know, so their depth is there. Waverly's the one though. That passing game's getting going with Nathan Axman running the ball. Could be pretty dangerous. So that's interesting. Gretna at Norris tonight. A lot of points probably in that one. So you don't know, right?
Get the DBs warmed up.
Yeah, it's moving. So I I don't know. You got to kind of stick with Waverly. Now they just haven't gotten there, right? Like in the past. So like, can they break path through that? Is kind of the question.
Let me jump to C1 real quick. How much did the Aurora Central City thing surprise you?
A lot.
Then to
There's
turn
a
around
lot.
and do a reap.
Yeah, Keyes, the running back, didn't play for Central City, so that's a big deal, right? Super rival.
Right down the road.
Yeah, there's some stuff that happened maybe in the game. There's a lot of talk about maybe signs and stuff like that being shared or whatever you want to say. So it kind of ramps that one up even more, and it's a big rivalry game. So was Central City holding back maybe because they maybe thought that, they could play them or something? I doubt it. It'll be interesting. Like and Aurora's coming on really strong right now. Like the end of the year, they've been great. So can Central City get back to Lincoln? It's going to be a tough task, I think, for them.
Let me ask you a question, boy. That table is not playing around over there. You guys go ahead and do you over there. Let me ask you about. So clearly, Millard South is the favorite in our half the bracket, in Westside's half the bracket. You look at the other side. It's kind of wide open. We talked to Coach Clemenger this morning quietly. We said it all year. You said it. You've liked Papillion South. I talked about them after 7-on-7. I'm like, I think they could be pretty good if they can block, right?
Yeah.
Like they have a lot of good players. Who's the fave on that side?
Oh,
North's not healthy.
Not at all. Yeah, that's why tonight Millard North, Omaha North could be a thing.
Could be interesting.
Yeah,
impressive bounce back from Millard North's temperament.
Correct.
And they've changed quite a bit from where they started this season.
Zion is quarterback there. They could beat North tonight. It's at Omaha North, so it's a little bit different feel. It's not not a massive home field advantage or anything like that. I guess I probably have to go Papio South still. Like you asked me before the year started, who's your dark horse team, and I said it was them because they started, I think, 9-10, maybe not even rated in our coaches poll, and I still think they're pretty good. They're really well coached. I saw them last week beat Elkhorn South, and they were
Coach KP has added a lot. Like. It's not even fundamentals because Coach Clem, he's a big fundamentals guy too. But to have another voice to like
reinforce it
to beat the discipline,
and Rayburn,
they're where they need to be.
And Rayburn at quarterback and Beckenauer, they're playing both still a little bit, but Beckenauer is their secret weapon a little bit too because he's their kicker, their punter, their safety. Like he does it all. He's a good athlete, obviously basketball player. Helped them win a state championship last year.
Pretty close to making the finalist list.
Yeah, we were.
How about that conversation?
About it, yeah. So we have the one thing with them too, and you talk about secret weapons and people. These guys never get talked about, but Sam Dolphins is a stud long snapper. I mean, like one of the best in the country, and that thing comes out hot and like. Right at you. It's super accurate. That's him as a long snapper is maybe a little bit of a difference too. Helps them in their special teams. They've gone for two a ton this year, and they are a 70% rate of going for two and successful. So, and they have it's trick play feel kind of swinging gate, but not really. Like they do some stuff. You have to watch film of that. It's pretty interesting.
We may or may.
You need to
have it because of a team we'll see tonight who does something similar with their extra points. And we didn't want to go back to 2017-18 with the huddle film when Bevy West was arguably the best in the state at it.
Yeah.
Their trickeration out of how they huddled for extra points. But you're right. They're really good at it.
Yeah.
So we just kind of practicing strategies and we watch them.
Yeah. They're Papio South is.
We watch them. Their special teams is outstanding.
And to do it without Derek Jones, like Derek Jones was on a heater for 4 games and then got ankle injury and been out all year. So doing it without one of the best backs, the best, not the best. I didn't say the best.
Mm-hmm.
One of the best backs in the state is pretty special to see what they've done.
Why not prep on that side of the bracket?
They could. I mean, you have a Central rematch potentially in there too, right? If Central can get by East, though.
Tell you what,
that game tonight's
quarterback spot. What a devastating
sucks
setback for Central.
Yeah. And BJ, like, if he's playing, it changes them a ton. So
he's pretty dynamic. He's scary to deal with.
The thing about we talked about BJ,
pretty sure he cooked us.
Feel good about that actually. Thing about him is he doesn't escape the pocket going out. He escapes up. And in high school, you don't see that.
That's not very common.
Even Dylan Rella doesn't do that. Like you don't have guys that escape up into the pocket and then it opens up space for them to use their legs.
Still
and
keep
run.
their eyes down the field.
Yeah, and he can do that. So it's not all the time, but a lot of the time he does that. So it's not having him, it's a pretty big deal. That East Central game tonight is another one that you could see that going both ways. So this is the time. How does Omaha North bounce back from a pretty, bad loss, right? Like, frankly, they shouldn't have lost to Southwest and gave up touchdown, 2-point onside, or they gave up a touchdown, an onside, a touchdown, and a 2-point, like to end the game.
Yeah,
like that's in high school. That's
no, they do get a really good player back. I mean,
who?
Sticks comes back.
Oh, does he? Oh, okay.
I thought.
Okay, that would help. Yeah.
Well, listen, I don't want to speak out of pocket,
but yeah,
I think he
didn't play last week. No. Okay, so that
I think
that's a massive. I mean, we're talking the best. One of the best players in the state for sure, and depends on who you ask. He's the most important to their team.
How tough do you think the Mr. Football vote will be?
Oh, from the finalists, pretty tough. I mean, Mr. Football.
Hang on. Who do you think the best player in the state is?
Oh gosh. I mean, there's easy answers if you want to go like a Jet Tamala or somebody. I mean, I think he's certainly got an argument. Like that's the headliner for me.
Career work, yeah.
Yeah, kind of a career achievement thing almost, and he hasn't done anything to dissuade you from that vote. But there's probably some really good players that I'm not thinking of that are deserving as well. I mean, I don't know. Who are you thinking?
It's just going to be a hard vote.
Yeah, it is. So the finalists, I don't know if Michael sent an email out to media, but the finalists so there's a committee of people who Damon and I are on the committee. Jacob's on the committee, a couple other people. I'm not going to share their business. So we had a call the other day and broke down, the four names were very much so, yep. And that was Jet Tamala, Tate Jenkins, Darian Jones. Who was the fourth one? Those were the three that were.
Where's JP?
Very
it was
clear.
surefire. Everybody.
Yeah, everyone was like, yeah, those are the four. Without a question. So, gosh, why can I not think of it? I got it right.
Me neither, because I was like, okay.
Kip Brigham.
Oh, yeah.
From Water. He was the other guy. Like, that was the.
Now, that's the one I should have known.
Yeah, that was the. That was like a slam dunk.
Like
he's
really. If you're going to talk about like in all three phases of the game guy, like the Darian Jones argument is pretty strong.
It's gonna be an interesting vote.
And then we ended up with, so it was Kip Brigham, Tate Jenkins, Darian Jones, Michael Knutson, who leads the state in passing for Gretna. He's had a hell of a year. And then Jaden Succo and Jet Tamala, because Succo is a two-way guy. Succo also is like basically their whole offense at Elkhorn South. Yeah. So, and he's at 1,400 yards and 21 touchdowns, so 26 tackles.
Ravi famously was trying to scare me because he had watched Elkhorn South the week before, so he was steady texting me that Sutko on his 28, 29, 30. He's like, I don't know, DB. This guy's big. He's single-handedly willing these guys.
Yeah, Seems like he's getting stronger.
Yeah, he's.
I was like, well aware. He's pretty good.
He's pretty.
Just start trucking, dude, in the fourth quarter.
I think.
Is that Bellevue West?
Bellevue West led that whole game, and then Jalen Succo was like, nope.
Yeah. And that's something Bellevue West.
Shout out Suave.
I was like, it's too bad Will Anderson's out tonight for Bellevue West.
Yeah.
Because just from a career standpoint, but. Like, does that make them a little more dynamic?
Yeah, they have, as Ravi can attest, they have stressed us.
Yeah, who do you?
Because you don't want to chase ghosts because you only have so much week time for preparation.
but you do need to be prepared. So they have.
But who's playing quarterback?
I was saying you also
know.
have like no idea what you're going to get.
You
right?
don't. Yeah, you don't
we
know
prepared
which one of the three.
We prepared for 3.
Yeah, you have no idea.
Wildcat, no wild. Like we'll see.
And the last time they played you was 29-21. I mean, it was really
That was
close,
pretty tough.
So, yeah, it was.
We got
it was
whipped on the
tough.
perimeter, so we got to make sure that doesn't happen again.
Yeah. Well, one of those guys might be playing quarterback. So
yeah, whipped on the perimeter.
You need me to talk to one of your guys on the perimeter?
No, they heard They are not talking to me right now.
Well, that'd be weird because one lives in your house.
He
So
seems
you
like
probably need to talk to him.
He seems like the one most likely not to be talking to you. I mean, knowing Micah, like he seems like the one most likely to be like, no, I'm not talking to you right now.
Well, if you listened earlier this morning, Caleb doesn't like you either. So
That doesn't like him, just didn't want to talk to him.
Didn't
There's a
share a lot of
difference.
information.
are you in that phase of like don't want to like your kids don't want to talk to you now? They getting that old?
Are yours already that old?
Nah, my kids just don't want me to like give them a hug or anything. Well, my oldest is very like, don't touch me, and I'm like, yo, you're 9, chill out.
That's about.
I used to wipe your ass. Calm down. Like a couple years ago, even like it's not that long ago.
I'm probably not saying that to Zoe, but she's probably in a similar phase.
I tried to fist bump her the other day, and she was like, "No."
Shane, can you clip that so we can play that at his daughter's graduation at some point, like at the grad party?
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Are you gonna
Fingering buns and stuff.
Are
Damon
you-
said earlier. That was weird.
Context.
You said it.
It needs context.
Hamburger buns. Hamburger buns. That's important context.
And I was talking to these people. These fine people can see. And you were being
Well, so can
weird.
those fine people because we got a camera there. I don't know if you know that.
All right.
We're on YouTube.
Are we good?
I think DB's going to fight me. We should take a break. Mike Sautter, Hurrdat Sports, NAB Preps. We appreciate it, Mike. We will come back here in just a second.
Are we bringing him up?
Yeah, we're bringing Kenny up. He's going to make some picks with us.
Okay. Hello, friend.
Hi, Kenny.
Don't ever do that again either.
We're going to talk to our friend Kenny Bell here in
Hello,
just
friend.
a second.
What are you?
Hey, I like your quarter zip. It's Hurrdat Sports Live.
The Drive into Fall event is on at Edwards Ram and Jeep, Village Point and Council Bluffs. Lease the 2025 Ram 1500 Bighorn for just $359 a month with 0 down. Fearless fall savings with a massive inventory this October. Or upgrade to Adventure with the 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo, lease starting at $299 a month with 0 down. Big inventory, bigger savings. Hurry to Edwards Ram and Jeep, Village Point and Council Bluffs.
I mean, I think the three-point shooting obviously is a huge one. Like, we shot, I don't know what the number was, but 40-plus threes in the last game. And that's not something we would do in the last couple years, obviously. But I also think this team's going to have to find our identity defensively. And when things, like Coach has said a million times, when things don't go in, we're going to have to be a team that gets stops and that manufactures stops on the other end. And then that can lead us into transition to get us some easy baskets. So I think it all starts on the defensive side of the ball for us because we know our offense will come along at some point. Yeah, I mean, I think it's just we really talk about we don't need to take a tough shot at the rim because oftentimes that leads to you falling down and the other team going to transition. So if we can, pass up a contested layup, which is the least efficient shot in basketball, one of the least efficient shots, to get an open three, like we absolutely love that, right? We have shooters all over the place that are more than capable to knock down shots. So yeah, we want to be smart with our shots and to get those guys looks. Like continue to hunt Price, the Connors, the Bradens, Rink made 7-3. Like find those guys and let them get rolling.
Centris Federal Credit Union, we understand that the journey of building your own business typically starts with modest beginnings. With a little help from our team of experts and small business loan offerings, you can take your vision and transform it into a more concrete reality. Centris Federal Credit Union. We are where you are.
The Kia Fall Savings Event is on at Edwards Kia. Fall into fearless savings with upfront deals on your favorite models. Lease a 2025 Kia Soul LX starting at $189 per month for 24 months with $2,000 due at signing. Style, efficiency, and a price that moves you. Smart looks, fearless savings. Or lease the 2025 Kia Carnival EX starting at $389 per month for 24 months with $2,000 due at signing. Comfort and tech made for every family adventure. Hurry, the Kia Fall Savings Event ends November 3rd at Edwards Kia.
You know,
You're listening to Hurrdat Sports Live.
It's been a great week. It's been freezing cold, and we've been outside the whole time, and the guys have attacked it and embraced it. Sometimes I think people think well, Coach, you're from the north. You're not. We're all just as cold, but the guys have shown toughness and resilience, and they've worked on their fundamentals and techniques. As you get late in the year, there's a great guy. If you guys don't follow Dan Casey, Coach Dan Casey on Twitter, you should. He's one of the best people in terms of football follows. And he had a great thing about reteaching scheme, reteaching fundamentals. I keep talking to our guys about don't let the creep come in of you're just used to be like this low and now you're a little bit higher because you're tired late in the year. And I feel like the guys have embraced this week of just getting back to fundamentals. You're playing a team this week coming off a bye, so you're a little banged up. They're fresh. You better be dialed in, and they've been dialed in all week.
Shane, turn the mic on. Welcome back, Hurrdat Sports Live here at Hurrdat Sports Bar and Grill. I don't know when DB's ever coming back, Shane. So we just got to turn the mics on.
I'm easily distracted.
You're a man of the people. I get that.
How many times during a regular show do I get up?
A lot.
Okay.
And now
I
there's
am not able to as much.
That's why you're so lovable, DB.
No.
That's why you're so lovable, brother.
Oh, jeez. Hi, buddy. How you been?
Good.
We got Kenny Bell with us here this morning. Kenny, what's up, bud?
Oh man, living the dream. It fires me up to see DB out shaking hands, kissing babies.
Literally kissing babies.
It's his favorite thing to do. So anybody, if you're out there, you see Damon Benning in the street, yell at him, run up to him, give him a hug, tell him how much you appreciate it.
Dap him up, do the whole thing.
Him up, just give him tap his back a few times.
He's officially been corrupted.
Get my dog right.
Before he was here, he wouldn't. You guys have officially corrupted him.
He spends too much time with me, Rico, and Austin.
Yeah.
That's 100%
It is true.
accurate.
It's definitely Austin mostly.
Is anybody going to ask Rico why he keeps changing clothes?
No,
he just keeps going.
Don't
He keeps
give him the attention he utterly needs, man. Man
Don't feed the beast.
No, don't feed the troll. The man showed up in a Nuggets jersey and smiled at me. I was like, you know what, bro? I'm not even gonna go there with you this morning.
in a mellow Nuggets jersey.
Oh man! when Action Jackson is the quiet one, we've got a problem.
And it's dangerous because you know that means he's doing something on the internet.
Look at him, and then he's the victim. I'm working.
He's like, why do I always get blamed for things?
You're blaming me.
Oh, he's got a little Sautter syndrome.
Yeah, exactly, bro. They should share a townhome together, bro. I swear to God.
Martyr Squad.
Yep.
Not murder, martyr. The Martyr Squad.
You know
do you know how much I do?
How hard they work, bro. It's like, all right, man. Just take it easy. I know you work hard.
It's the only mean thing I've ever said about you, Action Jackson. You were due.
Every single week. Just yesterday, we were in the office, and Austin's like, "You've had a beef with me all week. Why are you being nice today?" It's like, come on, brother.
He can't even take when people are nice to him.
Yeah, it's like, come on, man.
I'm nice to Austin all the time.
We're just joking with you, Austin. Love you.
I was the first one to call you smart, so.
The first one ever.
His whole life.
Remember when he would fact find in milliseconds?
That's true. He's a much better Googler than I am.
Oh, you're horrible.
I will say he's great at his job.
Yeah, terrific. They're both terrific at their job.
And
You don't want the pity now, do you?
Yeah.
I wouldn't either. They were mean early. They got stay the course.
All right.
Stay the course.
Never mind. You suck at everything. I don't know what
You know he doesn't have a problem.
If you're not going to take it when I actually am being nice, then I'll go back to being mean. That's my Oh, you think it's hard for me to tell where I think the line is. You have a hard time saying where the line is. Interesting.
We all love you.
I wonder what the office would feel who has the hard time seeing where the line is. Do we think we could have a
he
poll?
said, he goes no more. We brought
okay.
the
So
office up and he cut us off.
maybe outside of public forum, Austin has a hard time. Oh, yeah, it's time. The line. Oh, you're talking about those lines. It's time for Bet On It, brought to you by Warhorse Sportsbook, the best place in Nebraska. Place your sports bets. Kenny, we got some good ones this weekend.
Yeah, I'm excited. The slate isn't quite what it was 3 or 4 weeks ago.
It's not bad, though.
But it's not bad at all.
You know, would have been better if Penn State didn't completely wet themselves this season.
Man, I'm not going to go there with the Nittany Lions because I got a lot of respect for them. I really do. But, yeah, it's been disappointing because I thought – so where we're at right now as our team, we're going into USC, and we used to dream at times like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's November, and we're about to play big-time football. We're talking college football playoff elimination games, so, let's not forget.
Big-time helmet game.
Yeah, I mean, these are times that we used to in the past years that we really dreamt about. So I'm excited about that.
It's a couple tricky low-key tell-all games, though, that are kind of under the radar, I'm looking at Vandy, Texas, or quietly Arizona State, Iowa State.
That's a good one.
I haven't gotten to look at where Iowa State is standing after they lost to Colorado.
So, they're 5-3. They got the bad loss. I mean, they were -4 in turnovers a week ago to BYU. You had a chance to win that game at home. They kind of laid an egg. But BYU, I think, is pretty good.
They are pretty
good. I think
good.
the Cougars are pretty good.
Yeah, so
I think Utah. I think all those schools in Utah.
Yeah.
You think Utah wants a mulligan
on BYU?
Yeah.
BYU,
100%.
absolutely.
They got their teeth kicked.
I think they really want a mulligan on Texas Tech.
I think that's what I was going to say. I think they want the Red Raiders again, more so.
That one makes less sense to me than BYU, the way that played out. Yeah. I do think that line in Iowa State, Arizona State is super interesting, though, because 7.5 for the way that Iowa State's
is it in
feel.
It's
yeah,
in
it's in Ames.
Oh, that's why.
But 7.5 feels a little large.
I don't know if it's in Ames.
I agree. I think it's big for a reason.
Yeah,
okay.
I think it's big for a reason.
Yeah.
All right, so you both taking Iowa State there?
I take Iowa State.
Yeah,
I mean, no peer pressure here or anything. I love Matt. I love Matt Campbell though, so it's not a big.
I'm taking the clones on that. And what's the I'm taking Diego Pavia over the long.
Oh, in Texas?
Yeah. Texas too.
So-
In Texas's house.
I say this. I say
Steve
this
Sarkisian's
every
dinner
week. At some point, I'm going to run out of luck. I always say Vegas hasn't caught up with Vandy. I take Vandy every week, and they just keep covering.
I can't believe
who
Texas
would've-
is a favorite.
Who would have thought that college football would be better with Vanderbilt being there? And I don't mean that as disrespect to Vandy, because I am a fan.
No, but
I'm a homer because my buddy's son plays for him, so I've been there a few times.
Yeah.
And I kind of know what Clark Lee's about because he hired my guy Dan Jackson, who's over at SDSU, South Dakota State now. So I'm familiar, but Pavia, he's a perfect example of when culture meets game changer. So Pavia has found a way that Clark Lee was already kind of setting the culture.
Yeah.
There's a way he wants to play. He's real process oriented. I mean, you think Coach Rhule is
Right.
about the process. Clark Lee is, he's a saying a day, a quote a day, the theme for the week. Like he's that guy.
Right.
And you get a guy like Pavia who can kind of buck the system.
Yeah.
And when everything goes wrong, he'll just make a play.
Yeah.
It's like a nice.
It's complimentary almost.
It's like a nice marriage.
Yeah, well, I will say this about Vandy. I love watching Vandy football right now. I'm not a fan of Diego Pavia. I was having a lot of fun watching him, and then he did that.
Is it the
taking a knee-
Modelos?
It was taking a knee before the Alabama game.
I feel you.
Like practicing taking a knee before the Alabama game. Now I'm not hating on the kid. He's a phenomenal player, right? Like,
kind of funny.
I like it.
He's way more your personality than he is.
So I was gonna say, that kind of made me like him more.
Again, I'm not saying I shouldn't say I dislike him. What I should say, that made me not as much of a fan.
Yeah.
But it is fun to watch Vandy football, and I am cheering for those guys.
Can I slide in a sneaky one? I know you have your slate. The number seems weird.
Yeah.
Indiana goes to Maryland. It's a decent number. What would you make Indiana as a fave?
I'd probably put it 10.5.
What would you make Indiana as a fave?
I'm not gonna look at it. I would say 17.5.
It's 21.
Oof.
Does that seem right?
No.
Seems a little.
But
it
also,
seems a little strong.
I never doubt Vegas.
You said 10.5. My jaw almost dropped. I'd make that about 30. I'd make it.
God,
I think I'd make it like 28.
Yeah.
Yeah. 21 doesn't seem like enough.
Wow. Well, there you go. If you
Hammer and
if you need a
Signetti?
hammer today.
But like the way that I think is that number's not high enough. So I think a lot of people will take Maryland
because they think it's lower for a reason.
Oh.
You know what number I don't think's high enough?
You probably have to take Maryland.
21 is not crazy.
Man, that number should be make it 100.
Oh my God.
All
right.
You know what number I don't think's high enough?
I'm not saying. Hey, I'm not.
I mean, no.
I saw 21 and I was like, that's it.
Knowing Signetti, he's gonna win by 60. But like,
Yeah, I forgot it is Signetti.
Yeah,
He's
like-
really it's November ball in the Big Ten.
he'll just hammer somebody.
He's gonna try and hammer somebody.
You want Bizarro World? We do we have mental coaches that come in a couple times a week for weeks that talk about the theme. This week, the video is about this guy that wins these walks in Franklin, Tennessee. It's just about outlasting your opponent and whatever. But the clip that they used from the coach was Coach Signetti from when he was at Indiana IUP.
Google me.
IUP.
He's the exact same guy
Yeah.
that he is today.
But isn't that beautiful though?
I got to give him a little credit there.
He
Yeah.
had
Isn't that
a full head of hair, this
Yeah.
buzz cut, and I was like, oh my God, he's saying the same thing in 2025 that he was saying at IUP.
Like, isn't that like?
And he was
is that
saying the same-
exactly what you want out of your head, man.
So
Yeah.
everybody else is like jacked and encouraged. It's me and Burke Brown, who's Chris Brown's son, former guy, and we're like, God, this guy sucks.
This
Like,
dude.
why is he on God? Like, why are they using him as a motivational speaker? I felt so petty. Anybody but Six. But yeah, he's the exact same guy as he was at IUP.
It's about the only thing I can respect
I feel
about
like
him.
a lot of those old school coaches are like that, man. Like not much is changing those guys.
Yeah.
Like if they're
He's still talking about
real, like,
effort, toughness, and repeatable, doing the same thing day in, day out. Like that's real toughness.
I mean,
Can
we
you
could-
do the same thing every
single
day?
Yeah.
Or are you going to do the same thing every day and expect different results?
Yeah.
Because that's the definition of insanity. You know, these quotes from football coaches really stick with you.
Can I? I'll let you guys do your thing.
What
Can
else
I
you
do-
got?
Can I do another one that I think is kind of off the radar?
Yeah.
What would you have made Texas Tech going to Manhattan?
Ooh, I don't know what to do with Kansas State at
Me
all
neither.
this
After
year.
watching after watching last week's
Number
Jayhawks
13
and
ranked Texas Tech going to Manhattan.
watching the Jayhawks
7-1, 4-4.
13.5.
No more.
I don't know what to do with Kansas State. I have no idea.
After watching them last week against Kansas in the rain,
Yeah.
you don't know what to do with them.
No, I don't. Because they've had some. I mean, they've been rough this year.
I would put that. I like 21 at that one. 20 and a half.
It's 7.
You're
7.
Well, hey, this is why I'm not a professional, ladies and gentlemen, because I say all these things and watch how close these lines are.
Texas Tech is a 7-point favorite. Jump on K-State immediately.
Because they're telling you.
Yep.
They're telling you.
You said double digits. You said
Yeah.
double digits. Vegas says 7.
So
the free world will hammer the Red Raiders, and K-State will laugh all the way to the bank.
I mentally.
Damn, I feel like such a pleb. Like
I mentally adjusted it down because I knew you wouldn't be asking unless it was a weird line. So I was like, normally I'd probably make that 17.5. I'm going to bump it down to 13.5 and then 7.
7.
What are we doing?
I can't feel more out of touch than
I
do
get
right
the
now.
Morton thing and the ACL, but 7.
You know what number doesn't seem right to me? Is the Penn State-Ohio State game.
It's not enough, right?
It's not enough.
Is it in Happy Valley?
No, it's in Columbus.
And it's come down 2 points since yesterday.
The poor Nittany Lions are really on the green mile this year, aren't they?
What would you make the line?
Why are you doing this to me? Look, you see how he grabs my boy? He's like, hey, watch this.
Because he's seen
guys saw that?
He's
Hey, watch
seen it. That's why I didn't ask him.
You wanna see
He's
it?
not good at this either.
You want to see a dead body?
Ohio State gives up 5.9 points
I would
a game.
say it's probably at like 14 and a half.
It's fair.
It is currently.
And I also said that, and I brought it like I cut my number in half.
Were you wanted to say 28?
I wanted to say like 20.
So it was 21 at one point.
It was.
I was gonna say like 24, but then I was like, bring it way down.
It's 18.5 now. It was 20.5 yesterday. I don't know how Penn State's going to score. Like Penn State may not
with their offense.
With their offense and against Ohio State. Yeah, that's fair.
There's one in every crowd.
They may Iowa this thing and get a defensive score or something. But like Ohio State, you mentioned 5.9 points per game. Penn State cannot score, especially now. I have no idea how this isn't like at least 24, 28 points.
Seems low.
I have no idea how Penn State's going to score. None at all.
I do this at I do this every week,
Mhm.
like, and I look at these lines, and I'm just like, oh yeah, no way, and then every single week they prove.
You want another doozy?
Let's do it.
What would K-Bell's booking house make the number 18 Oklahoma Sooners
Killing you, man.
on
Killing me.
on the road with the Tennessee
I was
Volunteers?
gonna say they play at Tennessee, don't they?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a 6:30 kick
in Knoxville, night game. I think are they doing a blackout this week too, or was that last week? Did I miss?
Tennessee.
Is orange the new black?
It is blackout.
I can't remember if that was this week or next week, but they have pretty sweet blackout jerseys.
My dude.
Give me 7.5.
It is Tennessee 3.5.
Really?
Seems low, doesn't it?
It does seem low. It does seem low.
Oklahoma was piss poor against Ole Miss.
They were.
I don't think they've looked good all year.
Offensively, it's been a struggle since Mateer's come back.
Yeah.
But it doesn't seem like enough.
For the record, this is what I thought Mateer might have been at the start of the season, and he made me look stupid, and now I look smart again.
I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah, I was like, well, who said that?
DJ Lagway and Arch Manning said that. That's all I'm saying.
I'm going to give you the other crazy number.
There's
of the
another
week.
number here that I don't like at all.
Go ahead.
Cincinnati, Utah.
It's double digits.
Is it?
Utah's a 10.5 point favorite in that game.
Oh, I'm hammering the Bearcats on that.
Cincinnati's good,
Cincinnati's
man.
a good ball club.
Fudge.
No, my dog's like, nah. You can say no. Give me your opinion.
What do you like?
It's
Yeah.
at Utah, and it is a night game.
It's in Salt Lake.
It's a night game. 10.5 seems big,
10.5
man.
is-
Dude, Cincinnati's good.
Cincinnati's a good ball club. Utah did look really good last week.
Listen, I love Utah. I don't know.
Utah's been looking
We don't know if Dampier's playing. The true freshman looked pretty good, but I don't know if Dampier's playing. That number seems big.
I feel like it especially for November.
I don't.
Sorsby's I'd lay the 10.5. I'd take Utah.
You would?
Because it seems too big, so you're going the other way?
Yep.
Yeah. That's what
How are you going to give me 10?
You're really blowing my mind here, DB.
So the way he does it is if he has a number in mind what he thinks it should be. If Vegas
I just see how far off it is.
If Vegas is way off from that, he still assumes Vegas knows and goes with that.
Yeah.
You remind me of one of my boys that's like, you know what? I'm gonna fade the entire universe.
I just
the Padre. That sounds like Padre.
Yeah.
And I think
Padre's here.
I think Utah is really, really good.
I do too.
I do too.
I think Cincinnati's really, really good
But
though.
I like really when you say
I like
when you
Cincinnati.
when you say really, really good.
I think playoff caliber.
Now playoff caliber, because now I believe that we could be a playoff caliber team. So when you say really, really good, you mean like they're getting a home game and they're going to win, and we're looking at them like into the Final Four teams.
I don't know if Utah can get a home game, but I think
with their losses,
I could see them.
You think they could win in the first round?
Yeah, I could see them being in the top 12.
You think they could knock off a Bama or a?
I do actually.
Okay. Yeah.
I actually think Bama might be
Bama's defensive efficiencies, they're not good enough defensively.
I would say
yet.
they actually could be a problem for Bama. Like it's funny you say Bama because that's a weird matchup for Bama.
I think last week at
Now
South
Bama
Carolina,
could score on the free world.
Yeah, I think last week at South Carolina they had some exposure on the defensive side for Bama.
And they didn't play well. Like they won with their C+ game, and Simpson's a pup.
Yeah, but you gotta
win some
late
of those.
in the year. You're playing
I get
SEC
it.
football.
Right?
Like
What's your
finding a way to
70%?
win
What's your 70%?
On the road? Like,
Are you buying the?
You want to know?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say you want to know a number that makes 0 sense whatsoever, because I don't think they're good. Florida's only a 7.5 point dog to Georgia.
Florida's
rivalry. Florida defensively is outstanding. You get inside their analytics.
It's
and
honestly,
Georgia's
Florida's
been hit and miss.
Hey Shane, what?
Incredibly underrated team this year, especially with how their schedule lines up. In my opinion.
Oh, I didn't know we had
defense
SEC honk quality loss guy over here.
God, bro. Like I'm a Gators fan. Just knock it off.
Oh, we got Brian Edwards over here. I didn't know he had.
What I'm saying is that the Florida Gators are having a very tough year with the most difficult college football schedule. Period. No one has played more difficult games than Florida. No one's schedule lines up like Florida's. Period. End of story. What I am saying is they have a good defense. Could they beat Georgia? I don't think so. Even if it's at home.
7.5 doesn't seem big enough for that one for me.
But 7.5 doesn't seem too crazy in a Florida-Georgia game in the beginning of November.
I don't like it.
I'm with KB. I think that's about right. It's not. I don't think it's crazy.
I think it's nuts.
All right, it's 10. We got to close out here just for this portion. We like the 4.5, 5 SC Nebraska. I think it's too many.
I like that it came down, but
I would have made it. She asked me on my. I would have made it 4. I'd have made SC minus the 4.
I mean, I got Nebraska winning the ball game, so I'll take the 3 points.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's exactly where it needs to be.
5?
Yeah.
4.5, 5?
I understand the line.
And
I don't think it's off.
I want the Skurs so bad. I believe that we can win, but like these kind of games are a little bit foreign to us right now. Like I said earlier, like November games that are really, really important, we haven't played in a long time. So I think testing our mettle on this Saturday is going to be huge.
I will say this because I just get a temperament of how they practice. If they win this game, all bets are off for this football team.
Yeah, I agree with that.
They will take the heck off.
I agree with that. This is such a culture-defining and year-defining.
But in the same vein, KB, you kind of know, I don't think it doesn't kill them either if they lose.
I agree with that too.
I think if they win, they're so kind of surly and kind of pissy but they're just emotionally immature enough where they just need a nudge.
Yep. DB, you know this, how that works, like where you got a culture and a team that is ready to take that next step, and when they don't, it doesn't murder their confidence or their energy. I think we experienced this with Michigan early in the year, and I said this when we lost to Michigan. I was
their resiliency is pretty good.
Yeah, I was like, that football game wasn't going to make or break our year, right? We need to go out here and handle our business so then we can get into SC and Penn State, and that's when, we get to really figure out who we are.
If you ask me if I think preparation, like scheme, I feel like they know exactly who USC is.
Yeah.
Now, what their job has got to be is to understand situational football and what to take away.
Yeah.
Right? It's counter, it's RPO, it's screen game.
Yeah.
Right?
You know what's going to be a big difference maker? Mike Eckler, special teams.
God,
don't get me fired up right now because I know we're trying to wrap it up, but honestly,
my guy loves that.
Can I just share this story?
The greatest dude.
So I get there on Friday or whatever day, Wednesday, and I don't know what my mood is. I'm kind of like, what am I doing here? I don't know. I probably look lost. I don't know. And I'm kind of by myself. It's just me and Foreman walked off.
Yeah.
He went to go help Coach Darlington. And so I'm kind of standing over there, and Eckler he just jogs over. I'm like, am I ready for this? Am I not ready for this? I'm just being honest. I'm like, he goes, look, man, I got to tell you this story. You know how, is this not his delivery?
He's like out of breath all the time.
It's like, and he was sprinting because they announced, they said, hey, players on Coach Rhule, players only on Coach Rhule.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why do they keep announcing where everybody's going at what time? But then I just got it. I was like, these guys are like, what's next? Move fast, move next, what's fast. It's kind of cool. And it lets you know where you need to be. You'll never have palms up guy like, where are we going? Defending the school. Yeah, get your ass over there. So he's kind of jogging over, and he's like, man, I got to tell you this story. He's like, man, he goes, first of all, man, it's good to see you, man. How you been? I was like, I'm good. It's, I really appreciate you, dude, man. He goes, I got to tell you, man, about your son. He's one of the best special teams players in the country, man. And I'm not just saying that because, it's fine. Like, you did your thing, and I know you're up there in the whatever. And I'm like, oh, my God, is he just buttering my bread?
He's like, what are you doing?
This is exactly what I'm thinking.
Like, what are you doing?
He goes, he goes, I'm telling you, like, you look at Kenny's return, and, he's like out there caking guys. And he goes, I got to tell you this story. So they had been running. This is totally Eckler. They had been running boundary field returns. We set it up this way to track boundary field. Yeah. So I go to Branch and Benning. I go, hey, do you guys want to flip responsibilities? Because this is what I think they're doing.
What they're doing.
And he goes, Caleb just laughed, and he's like, hell no. He goes, I'm not switching with Branch. That's my tackle.
Yeah.
What did he do on the return?
Yep.
He goes, DB, I don't have to tell you. He ran flat through his ass. And I go, I had to tell you that story. So I'm like, my mood changes. I'm like, oh, man, I needed that. You know? But then the whole interview, the rules thing happened, and the day is long. And so I texted him last night, 9:50. I'm like, hey, this is going to sound weird. I get it. You're a glass half full guy. Some people, they take that for granted. I just want to let you know, you never know who needs encouragement. Man,
made my day.
That's what I told him. This dude's, he's heart emoji.
Yeah.
So I think I'm in.
Yeah. You are.
I'm all in, man.
Dude,
it's just like
he cracks me up. He's one of my favorite coaches.
I asked the question the other day. Do you think it's his personality that's been the catalyst for this, or the actual special teams play?
I think both. I think a big catalyst, right, is bringing that punter in.
Arts?
Yeah, bringing Archie in. This is back in like February. I ran into Eckler, and he's like, KB, wait till you see the guy I got coming in. He's Australian. He's kicking both ways. I was like, you're talking about a punter coach in February?
Dude, first of all, how's he still yoked?
Because he's Eckler, man. Like, he was stacked when we were in school. Like, always has been, always will be. Like, that dude is in you look in the weight room, in the staff weight room, that dude would be in there banging. Just like, bro,
we're in the tree of trust, right?
Yeah.
He gave me a hug. and I feel what I'm working with.
It feels like
and
a
he
little,
and he patted me, and I
Yeah.
staggered.
Bro, that's why.
What I do that night?
Yeah, you're like, damn, I gotta. Bro, that's why Coach Rhule. You see the video of Coach Rhule, like when Coach Eckler gets fired up, Coach Rhule
He's like,
hey,
oh.
bro, like,
No,
chill.
Hogerson's the one that's afraid.
I understand, bro. Because like I'm like,
He had
for
knocked
me,
Dannen on his
I
boomer.
I want to be on that sideline. Like I want to be getting fired up with Eckler, but you have to come correct because he will put you like if he.
I was like,
he's going into players 250. Just, like, bro, all right,
and
sir.
you don't think I didn't see Foreman look at me like,
Yeah.
man, are you that light in the britches? I knew that's what Jay was
Kinda
thinking.
dude slaps you in the back of the
Yeah,
shoulder.
I
And
was-
like, you grab you.
Like I kind of staggered. I was like, I went and got my little 10-pound dumbbells, and I was like,
the missus are like, what are you doing down there? Nothing.
Got the Rocky music playing.
Doing curls in the locker room.
100% true story. I was like,
Right.
that is not happening to me again. It was just a little like, I was like, ooh, yeah, bricked.
All right, here we go. Let's call it Nebraska USC.
31-28. I'll take the Huskers.
31-27 Skurs.
I got 27-21 Nebraska.
You've logged on to the Homer Network.
There we go. That's Bet On It, brought to you by Warhorse Sportsbook, the best place in Nebraska to place your sports bets. Make sure you download the app as well. Kenny, thanks for joining us, bud.
You're the man. Thank you, bro.
Thank you to everybody that came out here. If you're still here, we got something a little special for you coming up next. Off air, members only. That's DB. I'm
Gonna
Ravi
need your
Lulla.
help. We get to breaking down plays, man.
Let me know. Let's talk ball. I'd love to.
That's Hurrdat Sports Live. We'll see you on Monday.
Thanks, guys.
See you. Have a good day, brother.